Oh, you already started. Ladies, gentlemen, welcome. It's Sunday. Welcome to your favorite Sunday show, hopefully, because there's no football this week, no real football. I'm here with Emile Khoury.
What's up, fam?
Lebanese Dynamite.
Yep.
And also Russia's favorite son, Jacob Ospian.
Moskovskaya Khavarjio, my friend.
The boys of Sans Commentaires. No comment.
Yes.
They're here. One of us is queer. You're going to figure it out during this show. We're here to talk about GameStop. We're going to talk about all kinds of shit that happened this week that we find important. Remember, head over to patreon.com/Pantelis for exclusive podcasts. This week, I guarantee you something, will be the craziest week of podcasting up to date for the Pantelis Comedy 2-Drink Minimum Mike Ward Extended Universe. Trust me. Mr. Emile, Mr. Jacob, welcome, gentlemen. You guys enjoying that coffee?
Enjoying it, but are you holding the line or what's going on?
I'm holding the line. I'm doing good.
Were you able to jump on it quick?
For GameStop?
Yes.
No, so here's what happened. I was having a discussion earlier. I did not get any GameStop stock because I did not believe that I was the right person to go into it.
Okay.
Like I thought I was going to get creamed.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Then I saw it was at 300 something. It was too late for me to get in.
It got way more up, 400 and something.
Well, what I'm thinking is tomorrow morning, I'm thinking of putting $1,000 in AMC.
No, but now everything is blocked, no?
No. It was blocked temporarily on Robinhood. I don't know if it's still blocked. I think up until now they're still restricting some.
They were restricting fuck Robinhood, bro.
What's Robinhood?
Suck a dick.
It's like a website?
It's
an app.
It's
that
an
you
app.
use to trade. So it's an app where, and what happened with Robinhood is they were restricting you from buying more stocks. So they controlled the market.
They control the market. But now you're going to see somebody's going to do an application just like OnlyFans, but you can buy some actions.
Buy some
and show
action.
some tits.
Yeah, give some action. So I was thinking of that. I was thinking of doing the AMZ. I think Tim Dillon also, he's heavily invested.
Heavily
AMZ.
invested.
TMZ was writing on Twitter, was so funny. He was like, hold for Jesus Christ. Just hold. I was like, this is hilarious.
Oh, by the way, your tweet, 100% with you, because I saw a guy. There was a guy jogging outside, and I thought of your tweet. If you're jogging in this weather, it's freezing. 100% you have problems at home.
100%.
100%.
If you're running minus 32, it's because you want to do the dishes because your wife told you, like, for the sec. There's a woman right now that I put it on Instagram, and there's a woman that said, like, Georges Saint-Pierre is hiding from what? And I'm like, because Georges Saint-Pierre, he's always outside. Yeah. And I'm like, la solitude, loneliness. Yeah. And she's like, people are happy, lonely. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That's what they tell her to stay away from her.
Yeah.
Like, no, I just want to be alone. Stay there, Sarah.
That's it.
It's
By
like
the way, even if it wasn't minus 40 outside, if you jog, you have something to hide. There's a body at home. That's like, if your knees can support long distance running, you're running away from bigger problems, which you should sit down and maybe have a burger and discuss it with your wife.
Just with this fucking pandemic, your back is already fucking ripped, and now you're running minus 36. It's impossible.
You're not jogging in this weather. You're running away from something. That's what it is.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, so no, I didn't get into it, but I'm thinking tomorrow morning maybe put in a G in AMC and see what happens.
Straight off the top.
Well, I'm thinking, look, because if it goes up to even $100, bro, make 4 G's right there. Because it's like at 20, 25 bucks now, something like that. But we'll see. I'm gonna think about it all night because I'm very scared to put in my money and lose everything.
I've been loving following this whole thing.
Have you ever bought actions?
Yeah, I have stocks, but I get them from a guy who knows what he's talking. My buddy Harry, he's a stock guy. So he told me, he's like, yeah, don't do anything. This is nonsense. These are for, like, you should know. Even though he made crazy money off GameStop.
Is Larry the establishment?
Hold on. He's not. It's Harry. He's not the establishment. No. He's against it. But we should talk about that. How the hedge fund guys were crying on TV.
Yeah, that was the most.
Did you see that shit?
Fun. Yeah, that was funny.
They were crying like, stop. We're going out of it. So when you fuck over regular people, and you take all their money, it's fine. It's business. When regular people are like, we could fuck these guys, make some money. You start crying on TV. There needs to be regulation. These fucking poor people, they can't take our money.
Did you see that tweet where they were saying, don't forget that some people shorted airline stocks before 9/11.
Yeah.
So you had companies shorting
airlines
holy shit.
before 9/11 happened.
Oh my God! So they had like an inside the
terrorism. It's not even inside just the fucking.
And now we're talking about Call of Duty,
bro. Dick Cheney knew what the fuck he was doing, bro. Like he told
he
us.
pressed the button.
Who's Dick Cheney?
Dick Cheney is the devil.
It's actually the
Dick Cheney was president for 8 years, but they put Bush in front as a figurehead. That's who Dick Cheney is. Yeah. He was a piece of garbage. Yeah. He was behind everything.
But of course, when he passed away, Dick Cheney, our hero, a solid man. He was a man of his nation.
Is Dick Cheney dead?
Wait,
I don't think Cheney's dead. No, Cheney killed his friends though. Cheney's the guy who shot his friend in the face with a shotgun.
I think he passed away, no?
Yeah, but because he goes, we were hunting quail. I got distracted. I was like, oh, bird. And he shot him in the face.
He looks like a bird.
Yeah.
You're out. Oh my God.
Bartholomew, you're a disgusting human being.
No,
how could you make that kind of mistake? Shooting your friend like by mistake. Like, how could you? Like, even if you're like hunting, like, you see, like,
no, he's not dead, bro. Oh no, his friend didn't die, but Dick Cheney's alive.
It's not Dick Cheney.
You
It's
think
another
it's
Republican. It's another Republican who passed away maybe last year or 2 years ago.
So far, Dick Cheney, unkillable.
Unkillable?
Unkillable, this piece of shit. He has like a mechanical heart, unkillable.
He's actually iRobot.
Yeah,
he's iRobot of the right wing.
Oh, he's his own wing.
Sorry, it's not Dick Cheney. It's John McCain.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah. And he was made fun of a lot by Trump.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
because he was.
Oh yeah, John McCain. Yeah, I know.
Because he was held captive. You know, in war, like they captured him, and he goes, "If he was a good soldier, he wouldn't have been captured." Like Jesus Christ, bro, fuck. That is hilarious, though. That is hilarious.
So you were late on GameStop. I feel like maybe now at this point, GameStop is a bit too late for anybody to buy.
It's too. You're not gonna make anything now. Now it's more of you want to fuck with the hedge fund guys, so you keep keeping it up, so they lose more money.
Just hold your stuff.
Like me too. I'll give some money just to fuck up with the hedge fund.
I lose this money.
Yeah, I don't because me I suck. Like you have Harry. Me I have another Harry. It's called Emile Coury. But him, he's so smart. But at the end, he's always like, no, I'm not touching anything.
I'm retarded. I've went into crypto once at the worst time ever. And the second I decided to invest in crypto, it crumbled the day after. So my brother invested in Ripple, XRP.
Yeah.
2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, when it started picking up. So he bought it at like 5 cents. It picked up to 15, 25, 50, $1, $1.50, $2. And throughout all this time, it was like invest, put whatever you can afford to lose. 200, 500, 1,000, whatever it is. It hit 325. I know for a fact that this is the worst time to buy in. And I tell my brother, I'm like, do you think this is a good idea? He's like, I wouldn't really advise it, but it's your decision in the end. So I just look at him, and I didn't want to start my ledger. I didn't want to have a key. So I'm like, I'll give you the money and you buy in for me. I look at him, and I'm like, fuck it, bye. And immediately we both regretted it, but we were just too into it. But he's like, you're sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're sure? The second I bought, it never hit that peak again, and I lost. I literally took $1,000 and I threw it in the garbage.
But you had one word to change everything. Just say at the end, psych. That's it. Just psych, and you would have been good.
He's like, what do you mean? Like I said, psych, but you have to pay him back.
Even him, he's been telling me to invest for 3 weeks. The second I say yes, he's like, and we both knew. And I just had this moment where it was a brain fart. It was a deer in the headlights. It was just like, I'm like, okay, maybe at this point it's the best time to invest. It might go to the moon.
It's never. You know, my buddy Harry told me, goes, the second you start hearing about it in mainstream, when regular people are talking about it, you're too late.
You're too late.
You're too late. That's why from before me, I had listened to him, and I'm already invested in uranium and silver and stuff like that, because that's supposed to. Apparently, Reddit might even attack silver. Yeah, because silver is undervalued. Yeah, it's like being purposely held back. Yeah. So if they might start pumping silver, I'm like, all right, that's cool.
But that's crazy. Like, that's why I would never have actions in my life, because I just asked you, like, do you have any action? And right away you're like, yeah, I have actions. I can't say that with confidence, saying like, yeah, I bought some action.
Some stocks.
There's some stocks.
Okay, but can I tell you something? For the record,
very confidently action.
The fact that you're saying action makes it seem like we're running some underground bookie type of scam.
So you want to buy a point?
But just so you know, because you're making it sound like I'm cool or something, it hasn't even been a year since I bought my first stock.
You see,
I bought stocks because me too. I was like, wow, what is this? I can't handle it. I'm not an adult. But it was my buddy Harry who's like, are you right after the pandemic had started?
Yeah.
He's like, you fucking dummy. Please open up an account and put some money in uranium. Like, don't be an idiot. Invest for your future. And it was him who I was kind of like, this guy knows what he's doing. This his whole life.
Yeah, but you're like, I have condo fees. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I have to invest in uranium.
It's a smart move. Yeah, but you never know. Sure. Like stocks are. You could lose everything. So you should only bet with money that you're okay with losing, which is most people, it's $0. I don't want to lose any of it, but taking a chance.
You guys like casino. That's it. You like
casino. Look at what I built, bro. It's all risk taking.
Yeah, it's all risk.
Yeah, but it's a risk taking that you like. You love doing that. You don't love like uranium.
Yeah, but I could love it all the way to the unemployment line. Like,
By the way, guys, this is the last podcast. We're
Yeah,
closing up
exactly.
shop.
Like, it's crazy.
We're closing
it's
up
true.
shop.
It's true.
My work takes a portion of my income and just invested it in the stock of that said job. So I'm not really a gambler when it comes to stocks. But what I'm loving right now is that stock talk used to be a thing of the rich.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be sitting down at a
Yeah.
McDonald's after nights and hearing people like, oh, I'm investing in this and that. But now it's the people that are taking over the stock market. And this is why I'm becoming addicted around this story, is because for once, something is shifting.
Well, now is the time where you're going to give some guy change in the street and he's going to turn around and be like, did you get in on that Bitcoin, bro? Because like, what? I just put some money in fucking, what is it, Chainlink or whatever the fuck? It's like,
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, everyone's investing.
Dogecoin. This is what
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
We didn't, I'm 100% okay with this. I honestly think that whoever you see come out that speaks against this and says people shouldn't be doing this or whatever, they're like Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
They're
she was like,
scumbags that clearly don't give a fuck about you. They care about the elite.
Yeah.
And they go, we should put regulations, so regular people can't do what these people have been doing to the stock market since forever. It's
That's
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy that she came out and said shit like that. So many people, when they came out, Keith Olbermann and all that, like, get the fuck out
And
of
she's
here.
supposed to be the woman of the people. She's like supposed
it's
to
all
be
lies.
the Democrat.
Elizabeth Warren?
Elizabeth Warren. She was supposed to be the hope of the people, and she's here for us. And then at this point, she's like, you know what?
Bullshit,
Yeah, maybe
bro.
we should put regulations to help out my friends that I'm hiding in my closet.
Yeah,
You see what when I see those people, I'm like, these are like spoiled child that they're at the park and they're like, I didn't finish playing with that toy.
That's what it is.
And it's like, no, you're done. You left it there. Yeah, but I wasn't really finished.
That's what's happening right now.
You saw them on TV during the interviews. This is nonsense. This is a sanctity of the United States.
Yeah.
They are playing with our rights and this and that. And
In 2008, when you guys fucked around, people lost
Everyone.
their homes. People lost so much. They lost everything, their whole fucking lives. And then now, when they figure out a way to fuck you guys, now it's a problem.
And by
Get
the way, the
fuck
people
outta
that they're fucking is such a tiny portion. And people, and with all the hype, I'm going to play a bit of devil's advocate here. People need to remember that in the end,
here. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
you're going to lose. In the end, the people
Yeah.
won't win. There
No.
might be
Yeah.
two people that win. Deep fucking value, the guy that started this whole movement,
Yeah.
and maybe a couple of his friends. But in the end, the masses, a lot of people
we're gonna lose.
of like collateral damage of people like, I'm buying GameStop, I'm buying this and that. And then they're going to be 30 minutes late on selling their
Yeah.
stock, and they're
Yeah.
going to lose absolutely everything.
Oh, that's another thing I learned is you're never gonna get that perfect sell. That's what like Harry was telling me. He's like, look, remember, you're never gonna get that peak high because who knows the exact moment when you should
Yeah.
sell, and you just have to be willing to sell. Because some people they're like, oh no, I could go higher. They keep it, they ride it too long, or they panic and they sell too early. Like,
But what's cool about this is that usually with the stock market, you try to anticipate the movements. Okay, the media is saying this about the political situation. in
now
this
it's
country.
impossible. Now
it's impossible.
What is fucking noob jerk off 47 on Reddit telling me?
But it's noob jerk off 47, 46, 45,
All of
44.
them.
And at least there's a portion of the people, a percentage that are saying, okay, we're holding now.
Yeah.
So even this, you have
This
some
helps.
sort of an idea of, okay, this is the pulse of what's happening right now. Usually the stock market is the inside trading or the people behind Wall Street that are like, okay, this is what we're dumping now, or this is what we're pumping now. Now you can see people on Twitter being like, okay, this is the pulse, so we're moving that way. But
This is
in the end-
amazing.
and this is fucking great. And I couldn't sleep for the first 2-3 days. And not even
him,
because
bro, it
I
was crazy.
invested. It's because this is a real-time documentary happening in front of
Yeah.
your eyes.
Yeah, we're getting to experience something firsthand.
Firsthand.
I'm loving it. Let's just see. I'm going to think about it all night whether AMC is going to get any of my money. And if it does, it's going to get my money for 2 days. I'm going to see what the Redditors are doing. Am I losing? Am I winning?
So yeah, it's crazy. Like because me, I'm a newbie at stocks/actions, and and go fuck yourself. And
And I was telling you before we started this, like, well, you guys need to start an English podcast. And
Then
Jacob was
now
like,
you
yeah,
know.
of course, bro. I'm good in English. Yo, today we're talking about the stock
Yo,
market actions.
You know the action market?
Yeah, the action market. The action market. Yeah, it's a series of explosions and car crashes. And you can buy into them.
You buy them, you're doing an action, you know? But like you can buy stocks and right away sell it? Like
Yeah.
how does it work? Like can you buy them and be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm
you
doing
Yo,
my chicken
in the
shit.
chat right now, say Esther. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he's saying AMC this Monday.
Oh shit.
So I might have to wake up in the morning and buy some AMC.
This is the problem. We trust people too much. Now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I read people on Twitter now. I'm like, oh, this guy has knowledge. He's probably naked in his bathroom
Yeah.
right now, just being.
Hey, Pantelis, who's winning the Royal Rumble tonight? Would you believe me if I would tell you that
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I have no idea who's in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. What's?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have no idea
WWE.
who's.
You watch WWE?
I know The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
and,
he's the same as me. He knows that era.
And
And
yeah,
this era now, I don't know who's in it.
the
Like
Hearts.
unless like Brock Lesnar and shit is there, I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar.
For sure,
But
he's doing UFC. He's gonna
who's
kill
the
bro,
champ
he's
now?
a hammer.
I have no idea. John Cena? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's
The,
somebody.
the Jofo guys are at home punching in the air right now. They're like, you guys don't fucking know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. No, it's too much to follow. I
Well,
do
you're into
know.
wrestling, no?
I do know. I was into Attitude Era wrestling. Now I don't know what's going on. Brock Lesnar is my pick too. Oh, so he is in there.
That was a good.
I always bet on Pantelis. But I love the Attitude Era wrestling. When we grew up, like in high
Yeah.
school, that kind of crazy
Yeah.
shit. Now I can't. Well, I don't know if it's because of the storylines or if it's because I'm just busy. But it's hard to get into. But I do know that they sold their network apparently to NBC.
Oh shit!
There's a WWE network that you sign up
McMahon
for.
is cashing out, no?
Yeah, Vince McMahon is cashing out because now it's going on Peacock, I heard. And I think it was like 10 or
Peacock?
yeah, that's what NBC's calling their app.
Yeah.
And instead of it being it was like $10 a month or something, now I think it's $5 a month.
It makes. By the way, I pay Amazon Prime $3.98, and you get unlimited content forever. There's something doesn't make sense here.
You have Borat, The Boys. You have everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I do like the Amazon. They do put like a lot of good
Amazon
stuff.
Prime. I'm even surprised I took it for a month, and now I'm keeping it. But Peacock, they're the people that took The Office.
We
Does
Oh.
NBC about it again?
we did because I do movie nights on Saturdays here, and we watch with Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, there's a special channels that unlock on Discord when you connect to your Patreon or your Discord, and like some of the guys they watch every sporting event. You could watch it live with everyone in the Discord if you're a member. It's pretty fucking cool. So if you can't, you don't know the UFC or whatever, you could watch it on the
fucking
Pantelis
cool.
Discord. So we're watching a movie yesterday from Amazon, and it was a Keanu Reeves movie,
Okay.
garbage movie called Knock Knock. It was Eli
movie?
Roth. I think 2016. They said.
Okay.
Dude, I wanted to punch the fucking screen. It's so Keanu Reeves has a family. He has 2 kids and a wife, and he's a architect, some shit, designer, and he's staying home for the weekend while they're going to a beach to work. And then these 2 chicks show up at his house. There's rain everywhere. All the houses are all gone for a long weekend, and they're like, "Can we come in to warm up, whatever?" Like, cause it's and then they seduce him to not take their Uber, and they bang him. And then they won't leave, and they're breaking shit in his house like psychopaths. And then they're
And then
threatening.
they killed the dog.
Oh, he has a dog. Yeah, he has a dog.
John Wick
That's what,
6.
dude. It's super John Wick. It's super John Wicky.
It's- oh
Because I'm like,
my
oh, they're gonna kill this fucking dog. So they're not killing the dog. They're just chilling with him. Now, like the weekend is progressing. They're like, we're gonna tell all your friends that you cheat on your wife. Like all crazy. They're threatening. He's like, what do you want? They're tying him up. Then they're calling him a pedophile. They're like, cause you bet, like we're 15 years old. He's like, what the fuck? And it's just, bro, insane. Then this gay guy comes over and they kill him. Like they're just murdering people. It's crazy what happens.
Well, what
But
was the intent behind the?
You can never tell, really. I thought I knew the intent, but it's like this doesn't make any sense.
Okay, it's not like they want money or something. It's just
Not even. They're just like, we're upset with pedophiles, but then you find out they're 21, so they're not, he's not even a bad, like, none of it makes any sense. And then at the end, they leave him like kind of half buried in the backyard with his phone.
Okay.
And they basically, from his account, they uploaded to Facebook a video of him banging one of these chicks. And it's a funny moment where he digs his hand out of the ground to try to delete the video because people are commenting like, what the fuck is this? And he likes his own video. That's the best part of the movie. And it doesn't make any sense. They destroy his house and stuff. It was
The movie shouldn't be called Knock Knock. It should have been called Unnoticed.
Unnoticed. That's what it should have been. Yeah, unnoticed. Yeah.
Fucking noticed.
Those 2 were the unnoticed girls. They came in there and they put him on notice.
they sucked him up and they're like, you raped us and
Yeah,
you're
that's-
15 because I identify as a 15-year-old
That's exactly
girl.
what happened. Because then I'm like, they don't look 15. And then they're like, it's my 21st birthday next week. So I'm like, so why are they getting mad? Like, what's going on here?
They just have so much budget. They're gonna be like, you know what? Just get Keanu Reeves.
Just get Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Get Keanu Reeves from something. Keanu, here's $25 million. Just stand here.
And he wasn't good for it. Like, there's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, he's having trouble acting for this. He's like,
That's actually hilarious.
what do you want?
That's actually hilarious movies where you see someone who's a big time movie star and he's like fucking Robert De Niro and these
the last movie,
the
Yeah, 'cause
designer
it's
movie
just for a
where
paycheck.
the intern movie,
yeah.
and clearly I don't know where I was reading this or I saw a clip of another podcast. Apparently, they overheard an argument of De Niro with his wife arguing in a restaurant where they were like, because of you that I'm making all these shit movies. It's because she's like
Because
siphoning
she's
the money.
spending.
She's spending.
That's but to be honest, if I was at that level and they told me, "Yo, I'll give you $2 million to star in this shitty fucking movie where 2 girls are coming in to rape you," I'd be like, $2 million? Ah, fuck it, okay. I will do the same thing as Keanu. I'd be like,
I'll
fuck
do it, but I'll change a bit the script.
Yeah,
I'll
you
try to like
take some creative. Be like, guys, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Come on.
Would you though? If the whole script doesn't make sense at this point, you're like, I'm fucking Keanu Reeves. I'll just cash in. I'll do my lines.
I think because I'm Keanu Reeves, I'd be like, guys, let me work with you because this is retarded. And you know what the worst part of the whole movie? All this happens, people die. I don't give a shit. The last scene, bro, they steal the dog. They leave and they kidnap the dog. Bro, I lost my shit. I started screaming, what the fuck? They stole the dog. I got so pissed off, bro, at them stealing the dog. I was thinking of my dog.
You're that type of, you know the movie Seven Psychopaths? I mean, you're that archetype character that's like, you could be the evil character, but don't fuck with my dog. Like, this is kill my wife, kill my kids, but if you fucking get close to the dog.
You have a dog?
Of course I have a dog.
Where he has this little rescue dog, maybe fucking 3 inches tall. Hey, yo, every time I go over,
you're like 8'5" and you have a little.
Bro, when he comes to my house, it's like Dr. Evil shit.
Hey, Dr. Evil. He sits down and the dog's just like tongue out, and he's holding her. Yo, I can picture him standing, leather jacket, AK-47 inside, dark glasses, just with the dog here, and they're shooting people and just protecting.
What's
the dog.
the race?
She's black.
She's black.
She's like,
You have a problem with that?
I was gonna say like, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, no, she's. We're gonna talk about. Thank you for reminding me of that. No, she's.
Jacques, I'm seriously, what are we gonna talk about?
Like, that's the segue.
We can't get canceled yet.
How it's a myth. No, let me tell you. I'm gonna show you something cool. But no, she's. There's definitely some Yorkie in there. We don't really know because she was a rescue. All we know is that she was getting beatings for like the first 7 years of her life. She was traumatized. But now she's good. She's like, 11 years old? She's living the best life ever, bro. This dog.
She watches cartoons, bro.
That's perfect.
Bro, she watches cartoons. She eats whatever she wants. She has a belly now. She's living the dream, bro.
She's living the dream.
Yeah, So I don't know if you guys saw this. In Toronto, this came in my feed and I laughed so much. Did you know what I'm going to talk about? So there's a sketch comedy troupe.
Oh, no. So I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Called Sunday Night Live. They've been doing it for years, apparently.
Okay.
They're sketch people. You know,
yes.
And so they released a statement.
I
didn't release this. They released this. They said the sketchers, and this is their statement, have been Toronto sketch institution for 16 years, performing Sunday Night Live at Comedy Bar. So every Sunday they do this sketch show. Good for them. In their 16-year history, they go, we've had 86 cast members. Only 10 of them have been BIPOC, which is, I guess...
Black, Indigenous, people of color.
Yeah.
Black Indigenous, okay.
Non-white is what they're saying.
Yeah.
10 out of 86. First of all, what's that percentage?
It's like 10 out of 86. That's a bit more than 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's more than the actual population of BIPOC people. So technically, these guys
it's
are...
like 18%.
Yeah, these guys are fucking awesome. Yeah. These guys are fucking awesome. They just don't realize it. They're mad. And they go, okay, of those, whatever, our troupe has benefited from a system that was built upon white supremacy. This is sketch comedy people that have nothing to do because there's no sketch comedy.
They've never gotten picked up.
They've never gotten picked up anything. They're like, yo, we got to get ourselves in the news. But all their likes and retweets all come from people like me making fun of them, which is amazing.
That's perfect.
So the last few years, we've made an effort to be more inclusive of queer and BIPOC voices. So have you been were you excluding people? Like that's what it makes it seem like they were excluding people. Because if you tell me no one auditioned that fit that criteria, that's one thing. That's what I'm thinking. But were you actively telling people, stay away from here, black guy? Like, if that's what you were doing, then you guys are a piece of shits. But if that's not, you have nothing to apologize for. Anyways, so they go...
Which exactly, they haven't even done that to be able to apologize for
they haven't done anything wrong. The worst thing they've done is this letter. And then they go, with recent events, it's forced us to make major changes because of Black Lives Matter. And then they write, we're going to have to add more members, because we're stopping now, with specific focus on black voices. So now they're being racist. It's fucking funny. They weren't before, but they apologize for being racist. Now they're acting racist. Then they go, at this point, we plan for the cast to find people in the Toronto community. Well, yeah, you're in Toronto. Where else are you going to find them? The Sketchersons, current Sketchersons alumni, they're looking for people. We're changing how we run shit internally. Like, how were they running it before? Were they actively excluding gay blood? Were they? Because if they were a piece of shit, then no one's going to support them. I don't understand. That's what they're making it seem. Then they write...
And nobody asked for them for an apology. And
nobody asked for
nobody even asked for anything from them.
nobody even knew they existed.
I had no idea these people existed until this thing, and I laughed so much just because of what they're saying. They're making themselves look like assholes, you know. And I'm like, they didn't do anything wrong. This is wrong. However, at least we get to witness this. out of all their years that they've been doing this, the funniest thing they've ever done was this letter. Guaranteed. By far, they've never done anything funnier.
This is great satire, by the way.
I thought it was satire.
If it was a joke, this is a fucking amazing joke.
They also say they're going to donate all their combined salaries to Black Lives Matter. Just imagine if you're the people at Black Lives Matter, how excited you are when you receive $14. Like, think about that for a second.
E-transfer, please could you refund the $1?
You have fees.
It's so stupid. So I saw that and I was like, okay, were they like an evil troop that was racist and that? But none of that. There's no history. There's no history of them being dicks to people like about that kind of shit. But they're making it seem like they were.
You're in a troop. You can't be racist. This is not how it works.
Yeah, you can't. You're in a troop. You have
sketch comedy is
it doesn't make any sense.
The first law to get in a group, a troop, it's like be inclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's just it makes me laugh that them in their head when they saw the Black Lives Matter movement, they're like, you know what, guys, it's our opportunity. It's like they were like, now we have to seize the moment. Yeah. It's now or never.
Yeah, and they were 5 months too late.
Yeah.
It's not like they were at the heat of the moment and they could have been used. They're 5 months too late. People had a meeting for this to come out, by the way.
Yeah.
They called in a Zoom meeting, and then they sat down and they're like, all right, guys, how can we fuck ourselves up? Like, how can we make this even more embarrassing than it already is?
And then someone's like, I have an idea. I say we write a letter where we subtly tell people that we're racist and homophobic. Like, are you sure this is going to work? I'm telling you, bro, the way you be inclusive is by being racist and homophobic. But you tell them you're never going to do it again. And it's like, yo, that's amazing.
It's fantastic.
That is a great idea. Thank you, Bob. He's like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for these ideas.
And that'll be $5,000, please. This is a PR firm. This is a PR stunt.
But even the numbers didn't make sense because I'm like 10 out of 86 members. Like, that's a higher number than the population.
12%.
Dude, what's the population?
Probably something around like 20%-ish.
No, the population of like non-white or whatever.
Maybe more around 12, 15.
Yeah. I think they're more than the actual. I think they did better. They're more inclusive than Canada.
Okay.
And they're still calling themselves racist.
This is the problem now.
But
you need to whip yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy
you need
that you
to
have
whip
to.
yourself.
This is so
what makes
stupid.
them hard.
But the only thing that I like is that if somebody tells them something, they're just gonna say at the end, "Hey, comedy sketch." That's what we are. It's comedy.
No. Now they're just if you say anything, this is the best part now because normally it's if you say something like you're racist. Now they can't. They're like no, actually, according to that letter, you're a fucking racist, and you've been racist and homophobic for years. And I don't like it, Sketchersons. Dude, what the fuck?
Do they even have some type of heat before that announcement? Like, were they a known troop in Toronto, or were they?
Maybe in Toronto they were known troop, but there's no sketches happening. No, of course we haven't heard of them, bro. We're human beings. But on some planet they knew them. It's just I don't even mind that. I don't even success, no success. It's none of my business. It's clearly a thing where they're like, people need to talk about us.
Yeah.
No one's talking about sketch troops right now.
Sketch
They need to see how good we are. By us admitting that we're no longer going to be racist.
Just the word sketch troop is a bit, you feel a bit awkward when you say it.
And they're like, you know what? We've been working hard on talent and it didn't work. This, we have to seize. This is the opportunity. Being racist.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Even though we were never racist, we have to be racist to be better. This is what they're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like they're admitting, they're like, for years we just said, "Gay, out of here, buddy." Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you write that publicly?
I'm gonna come out and just apologize for raping people, even though I never raped anybody.
And then they're gonna wait.
I will be better in the future
for people to come out with allegations. No girl ever comes out, and you're like, "No, she's out there somewhere." I'm sorry. It's like, what is he talking about? How does this help anything?
They seek the attention. Did they get attention? Was it?
Yeah, but this is why I feel. I honestly, it's fun to make fun of, but I feel bad because, first of all, before people like me picked it up to make fun of them.
Yeah.
No one was liking or tweeting it. Like, what is this? This is dumb. Nobody cares. And then all the tweets and retweets, like I guess they were thinking, oh, you guys are powerful, or whatever. And all it was like, what are you talking about, stupid? You idiots! It was all making fun of them. So I do feel bad that someone came up with the decision, and then unknowingly shit all over the brand. Because before this, if you ever told me Sunday Night Live or sketch, you show me them, I would have just okay, sketch troop. I would have never. Yeah, now you ever tell me, I'm like, oh, the racists. The guys that were racist for 20 years, those guys.
The losers.
Yeah.
If you have the choice to not ever get known or to get known but as stupid people,
choose not being known, bro.
Not being known.
Not being known. Good. They fuck themselves.
Did you see that video of, I don't know which university in the States, they had a BIPOC, so BIPOC room for students.
It's called BIPOC?
This is
So
crazy,
black,
bro.
indigenous, people of color, BIPOC. BIPOC.
We have them in the bucket.
It's
like, what are you saying?
So a black girl stands up in the middle of the room and she goes, I just want to point out that this room is specifically for BIPOC people. And there are too many white people in this room and I feel very uncomfortable. And a lot of us are feeling uncomfortable. You guys have the rest of the university, but this is our room. So I would be very grateful for people to leave if you're not a BIPOC. Thank you very much. And then you hear 3 people clapping in the background.
3 people.
And like, aren't we going back? Isn't like,
This is super racist. This segregation.
backwards segregation?
So dumb.
This is going backwards.
Are we going to have our water fountains each and every like?
But this is, again, you only see videos like this because they're so crazy, so people tape it and show it.
For sure. This is
It's a
such
small
tiny percentage.
segment
Yeah,
of
course.
insane people
Yeah.
that are so, I don't know, missing attention. They want to be victims because it's getting attention now, that they make this kind of scenarios up. In reality, that is crazy to segregate.
Never happens.
First of all, you should I hope these people don't have kids right now. If you have a kid right now and you're segregating your kid, you're like, oh, that's a black guy, that's a white guy.
Yeah.
You fuck that kid up.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it is for that kid to erase the racist brainwashing? You just fuck that kid up. The second you start separating it, because kids are never supposed to see that.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you build a society, is you don't separate by race to a kid.
Yeah.
Tolerance.
Obviously.
It's just
Yeah,
basic
tolerance.
tolerance.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just
So then it doesn't happen. But now, if you're telling me these people are going to have kids and they're going to tell their kid, oh, that's a black guy, that's a white guy, you just fuck that kid. It's going to take years of them educating themselves and realizing, oh shit, my parents were idiots.
Yeah.
And they might never get the education. They might start groups like this.
You know what? In the end, often when we were growing up, my mom would tell us to stop doing something specifically because she would say people will think your parents didn't raise you right. And in my mind, it's like, how are people going to think that I'm retarded? It's not you. You've been doing a great job.
Yeah.
But now that I think about it, like let's say when the curfew started in Quebec, there was a father that took his kid out for a walk.
I shared the video.
Past 8 p.m. and he's filming himself before there were any cops around him, and he's walking with his kid, and his kid clearly sounds anxious, or he's like, "Hey, père, on est supposé faire ça? Are we supposed to be doing this?" And the father's like, "Hey, don't worry about it." Then there's a cop that pulls up. A cop pulls up, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And the father's like,
run home, kid. You remember where the house is?
We're just taking a walk. The cop's like, you guys are not supposed to be out at this time. And he's like, it is my right. It is my right to take. You know what, kid? Go back home. And he's like,
here's the thing.
The kid is anxious. He's like, Dad, is everything gonna be okay? He's like, you know where the house is? Go back home. So the kid has to walk back home by himself.
Disgusting.
So here, I said it on my Facebook. So this guy, I'm 100% with him. He's 100% right that the curfew's stupid. However, the curfew's happening right now. The curfew's happening, and you have a kid with you, and you know the cops are getting aggressive, this and that, and you're videotaping before. So you're doing this for attention. I don't. You want to do
content is okay.
I don't
Packaging
mind.
is not the right one.
Yeah, I don't mind. Go out there because you do have a right to be out. Go out there by yourself.
You're gonna include your fucking kid.
Get beat up or don't get beat up. Argue with the cop. That's perfectly fine. Put on the. I have zero issue with this because I don't like the curfew as is. But the second you bring your kid in,
you don't have
all
balls.
the people that agree with anti-curfew are against you.
Yeah,
all the people that
100%.
agree with it, they're like, okay, we agree with that, Malaka, but why are you bringing your fucking kid?
7, 8 years old. The kid.
No, I can't.
And you can hear his snow pants like rubbing out.
No, but even if the kid is 13, 14 years old, like if I'm a parent for sure, like
Keep the kid inside.
Keep the kid inside. Like the kid, he's gonna see his parent as a hero, and you're bringing the kid into this fucking mess.
No, you
like,
never bring the kid into this shit. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Let kids be kids.
Yeah.
But even now, dude, all this crazy shit of segregation, it's absurd that they're like, we're being anti-racist by being super racist and coordinating people off. It's absurd.
Yeah.
It's crazy we're going back. But it's
too much of an effort to when you start putting too much of an effort to sound inclusive, you become exclusive in that mindset.
100%.
So when you're putting all these initiatives and all right, good, you're investing money into these operations to help, let's say, Black people, Arabs, indigenous people to have more opportunities to put them on the same level as, let's say, quote unquote white people or people that are let's say from Quebec or whatever it is, this I understand. But up to a certain point, when you're creating these little microcosms inside these, like a university is not supposed to be somewhere where you don't feel included.
No, it should be full inclusive. It shouldn't be like, that's the Greek table, that's the black table. That's
And
crazy.
That's not how it is.
But if you want to be really somebody inclusive, you have to be a person that doesn't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you're black, if you're yellow, if you're I just don't give a fuck. Can you do the job? Can you do the study, anything? It's supposed to be like that. But when I was in Dawson, when I was like 17 years old, I lived a little bit of racism because in Dawson there's a cafeteria. It's only a Jew.
Okay.
And I got in with a girl that was Jewish and I'm not.
Yeah.
And there's really a guy that came in and was like, what is that guy doing here? He's not. And me, I was like,
You should have been like, how do you know, bro? You want to check my penis?
hey, and I'm circumcised. And my first name is Jacob. So I was like, come on,
yeah.
bro.
How do you know? Yeah.
I'm halfway there.
Come on, I'm not doing nothing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. And I
Did you play the role or you left?
No, I was like, and I was like,
embarrassed.
They're very, very English, and me, I'm like,
You're like, bro, do you want to see my actions?
yo, fuck, so, but I was like, seriously, the guy was like, he's not supposed to be here. And I was like, hey, moi je veux pas de trouble, no problem.
God.
Yeah, I was like,
It would have been much funnier if you played the role.
I could. No, I was too
Start
scared.
speaking Hebrew.
Yeah, he's just like,
No. Me, I was too scared. My dad is Lebanese. He's like, never fuck with the Jews. Very, very powerful people. So when I saw he was Jew, I was like, no fucking.
imagine he tries to play along. He's like, what are you talking about? Aren't we going to the secret anti-Arab meeting together? What? You know, like,
We forgive, but we do not forget. Come here.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's I've never been to Dawson, so I don't know but I've heard that different cafeterias. I know there was the different buildings or whatever. I heard about that, but it's just funny that in university now that shit's happening, and they think that this is normal. It's normal to fight racism by segregating kids and showing them that they're different from each other. It's fucking absurd.
It's counterproductive, and also universities should be a place where you
the
open
most-
your mind up, and
different
you learn
ideas, yeah.
different ideas, different
Supposed
angles.
to.
But it's becoming this like sort of tunnel vision of this is how. But again, you pinpointed it. It's a tiny percentage of very insane people that take up most of the space.
Other
now-
people get scared, so other people conform out of fear. This is what I've seen this happen. So in front of people, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course, no," and then behind the scenes, they'll tell me like, "No, dude, that's fucking crazy." But I don't want to get attacked, or I don't want to get
100%.
canceled, or whatever.
People that voted for Trump in the past 4 years, the people that were in the public eye, artists, businessmen, were just not vocal about it.
Yeah.
They just didn't show it.
Kanye West did, and he got fucking.
Yeah, but Kanye West had a lot of crazy associated with it, so
it's
it's
you're
easy
not
to.
sure if it was straight up or
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
wasn't,
Like
but I'm saying,
Kanye West, I feel bad because he's a smart guy, but
having worked at Just for Laughs in the past, especially when Donald Trump got elected, and it was a summer where every single comedian that would step up on stage, every single comedian.
bomb.
So working in PR, I had to watch shows. So I watched maybe 300 shows that summer, and every single comedian that would step up on stage that wouldn't bomb would mention Trump.
For sure.
It was impossible.
Yeah.
I had a timer. If within the first minute they didn't mention Trump,
It was a miracle.
It was a miracle. So I was bringing a comic for, let's not name him, but we were doing a press run. So there was multiple interviews, and I'm like, yo, by the way, has it been like this for a while? Like when you're touring in the States, is everybody just mentioning Trump all the time? And he's like, I'm so fucking sick and tired of hearing that name.
Yeah.
And he's like, I voted for him. I'm not on par with everything that he's saying or everything that he's doing, but every single thing that you hear all the time is about that guy. There's not a and he's like, I can't be vocal about the fact that I supported him because I'm going to lose contracts.
Yeah.
My colleagues are the people that he sees as friends. People that he sees as friends, he's like, they're going to cut contact. They're not going to speak to me anymore.
everything
So how the
became
fuck-
culty.
Yeah.
Everything became like you have to be full in on the cult or no cult.
There's no in between. So this is the point where you can't, instead of just being open-minded and being like, okay, well, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, then you're in this point where you're like, no, stay in your fucking corner. Let me stay in my corner and let's move forward that way.
I imagine that if we go further, people are gonna be like, you know what? I don't talk to you, and it's not because you're a pedophile. It's because you voted Trump. Like, what the
yeah, they're cool with pedophiles, but
Yeah.
not with people who voted for Trump. Yeah.
It's like it's going too far that values represent the person. Like, if you're against or for abortion, I'm sure I could have good time with you. Like, I don't care what's your opinion on that.
Yeah. Did you you know what I really don't like, the people that I hate? I was watching Abba and Preach had a video about this fucking girl who was like on some chat roulette thing or some, I don't know what the fuck she's like an online influencer or online personality, and she was talking to another girl who had cancer.
Okay.
And she was just berating her. You're
What does it mean,
fucking
berating?
ugly. Like, you're fucking ugly. Ew, you're
Okay.
cancer. Oh, who the fuck gets cancer? Like, shit like that. And I was like, yo, this bitch needs to get punched in the fucking face. And she was super, super mean to a girl who's dying from cancer. And then apparently her father, like, I guess it got known that she did that video, and her father, I think, got fired because she's in his house filming, and then he called her up. He's like, "The fuck are you doing?" And she recorded, "You stupid bitch! Stop filming this shit in my house. I got fired." None of this and that. Yeah, crazy
There's
stuff.
repercussions to your actions.
But the fucked up thing is that her dad was telling her this, and then she called the cops like she called whoever the fuck she called on the phone. But we heard what the dad said, and she said that the dad was threatening her, gonna beat her up or do something to her. But the dad never said that.
Yeah,
she was just exaggerating. Like she's just a cunt on all levels.
Yeah.
These kind of people I don't like. These kind of
well, first of all, you're fucking berating someone that has cancer. Of course, you're a fucking cunt to another level.
Yeah.
But people forget that we can track you no matter what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
The amount of stories of like people commenting, let's say someone tweeting something and then someone saying some type of racist thing, or you're in a fucking Tim Hortons or at a Dunkin' Donuts in the States and you're ordering something and then you turn around and you're like, "You black people, this and that," and then you leave. They will track you within minutes. Like the amount of people, I like these stories where someone's being openly racist inside a restaurant, and then they're like, "This is his address. This is pretty dangerous."
But I don't like the doxing the address thing.
The doxing, no. But
I only like that if it's someone dangerous. Like if there's a pedophile shit like that, then I don't care. If dox him, do whatever the fuck you want. It's a goddamn pedophile, a danger. Right. But because someone, like, I don't know, online said like, I hate Biden, or I want. Then
no.
I don't give a shit who you voted for. We're not gonna dox these. Are you crazy?
Of course not. But people don't understand especially when they're posting videos of themselves being openly, let's say, or hurtful to someone, or hateful, or promoting violence, like people that fucking rioted inside the Capitol, and you see the guy at the airport like, "You guys think I'm a terrorist?" And he's
that's the best line of that was when the guy was getting arrested at the airport. He's like, "Why are you treating me like I'm black?" That was the funniest thing.
Wow, this is good.
They're treating me like a black guy. What's going on? What's going on? And I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's fucking hilarious." Yeah, you didn't see that? Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's good.
He's like, "You guys think I'm a terrorist or something?" And there's proof of him destroying windows inside the Capitol.
There's a video of him breaking shit.
So people are fucking obnoxious to the fact, like, especially this girl. She's like, "Oh, my father lost his life." Well, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like downgraded a person that is dying. Like,
oh yeah, the cancer thing that pissed me off. That girl, but Abin Preach destroyed her. It was a good
they
video.
Destroyed her? Okay,
nice. Bro, they fucking eviscerated her, and she needed it.
I liked the last two clip that they were talking about when Donald Trump got
taken off
Twitter.
I didn't see what they said,
TikTok.
but I'm gonna assume, knowing Abba, that it was very similar to what I think.
Abba was so good. He was like now you guys are happy, but like
it's a slippery slope. Yeah, it's the same thing. I know how.
But it's like it's like in 15 years, Twitter's like, "You know what, Greta Thunberg, we don't like what you say."
Yeah, exactly.
You're out. And she's like, "No, I just want to help the planet Earth."
No, I explained it. I explained it to people exactly what that means when you give these companies that much power. Okay, and they did it 3 days after they tried to do it. What was it, in Uganda or whatever?
Yeah, with corrupting the political.
So what they're doing is, if you do that, you have to understand that it starts wherever they think right now they want, but you don't know where it's going to end. So for example, they used to take over countries in South America, the CIA, military stuff. They used to go in, assassinate people. They had different threats. Now they could do it just off the internet. So what they do is, you have a political figure that's coming up is for that country or whatever he's against, CIA control, whatever the fuck. It's so easy. You don't need to kill him. You eliminate his message. Everything is online. He has no account. He's not going to be on the news reports and that. Nobody knows the fuck he is. He's not going to get any votes. Yep. Nobody's going to get his message. That's what they tried to do in Uganda. They tried to eliminate one candidate. The candidate could have been shit. It's not about the candidate. It's just in general having that power. So you only have one view, and then people are like, "Yeah, who else am I going to vote for?" There's only one team. It's too much power, because then you dominate the world. You dominate perception. You know, like here in Canada,
it's all about shifting perception. Which is fuck. I haven't heard of Trump since he got banned. I haven't seen or heard anything, the transition, whatever. You haven't heard a single word from him, and you're like, okay, what the fuck is going on with him? Like, he's this whole 4 years of what you guys were talking, dumpster fire, whatever it is. We just flipped the page now. He doesn't exist. Like, what the fuck is going on?
No, even
I think he's starting his own podcast.
That's what I said. He should start. But
he's gonna start his network. Like, there's no way.
You don't have to like cancel people. Like fucking like Poseidon got fired from like podcast, like Two Drunk Minimum. Yeah. This he got fired. Okay, but he's not on. Like, we don't hate him. You know, if he wants to Twitch stream, we even support him. He's still a human being. We want to support his new podcast if he ever wants to start one. But now he just wants to go back to regular work. He got a job like at another rental company or whatever.
Okay,
so. You're not gonna, if you were a fan of Poseidon, you could still follow him and imagine being like, "Oh, he got fired, so we're canceling. We're not watching him anymore." That's crazy.
It's virtual exile.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's communism. Like those private company, they decide like, "Yo, you don't exist anymore."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's completely.
Imagine getting wiped off. Imagine tomorrow you wake up, your Twitter is not working.
I could be. You never know. I could be. I talk so much shit about fucking these goddamn oligarchs. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but they can do that, and then they wipe you off. Imagine if your whole business is that. Your whole business is online.
That's why it's so scary.
If your whole business is
Our
online.
business is online, by the way, for now.
Yeah,
If
all of
it's,
us.
I don't like, and we're not making any shit, and we're like, it's online.
No, but it's all
is our
online. So,
word.
dude, everything. Me and you, what we're planning when things open up, we got to continue the tour.
Yeah.
How are we gonna let people know where we are? How are we gonna
We're not
promote?
Chappelle, like we can't just show up.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not fucking Dave Chappelle. I
no.
can't show up to a town. They're like, oh, this guy's here. Let's buy tickets. You can't do that. So we need
You're not
online.
treating me like a black guy.
Yeah.
You're not Dave, bro.
You're not Dave, bro. You wish we was treating you like a black guy. You wish.
That black guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fucking crazy. It's completely absurd if they could just excommunicate you. You don't exist anymore. They did it to Ron Paul. Remember on his Facebook page? I
It's
think
just fucking just close them off.
the peace guy, the guy of let's stop the wars, don't get into people's bedrooms, stop putting people for drug offenses in jail.
Deleted
That guy,
Facebook.
that guy had a dangerous message.
Imagine
insane.
being the one that's like this message is dangerous. Imagine being the one behind this position where like what I want to. Okay, so since we're on the talk about censoring people and restraining people, the guy Vlad who developed Robinhood, the founder and
that cunt, yeah.
imagine going with the call the morning of like, okay, we're limiting trading on the stocks, and then going home and forgetting to turn off your Twitter notifications and just seeing whenever I see a tweet coming from someone and there's a few likes, a few retweets, but like
It doesn't stop.
thousands of comments, I'm like, oh, this is about to get hot. You open it and you're like, oh, this guy is about to commit suicide.
Yo, this guy, the battery of his phone, done. Bro.
Done.
Just,
The battery of his life, he's about to shoot himself in the dick and just let it bleed until he's not. I don't see him bouncing back. How do you bounce back from a situation like this? Have you ever been the part? Have you ever been the butt of like an online cyber attack, but like a massive one?
Not the butt. I've had tweets that like go like people comment
what's
on
a
a lot,
butt?
but it's normally not.
They're on the receiving
on
end.
the receiving end. Okay.
No, even when those open micers, me and Mike got into an argument with those two open mic lesbians in New York. We same thing. I had like a lot of notifications, but it was mostly our fans shitting on them.
That was shitting on
Yeah,
them.
but I mean, so I it's many times that I've opened up my cell phone and I see like tons of like notifications, like on Instagram or whatever, and I always think, I go, what did I say? What did I like? I have to think about it first if I did something, or if it's just a series of likes. Or,
You said lesbian, like I was like, I'm out.
Bro, because lesbian was so unnecessary, but it was like, this is the punchline. This is so fucking funny the way you said it. But
they
sorry.
are though.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be accurate. It's
perfect.
This is when
You,
the
you
story.
had an argument with them. How did you feel? Like, were you nervous?
No, I was
No.
confused in the beginning because I was like, "Is this real? Like, what is she
Very
saying?"
confusing because they're like I've never heard of you not being on good terms with them.
No,
and
one of them actually I loved. Like, so I was very sure. But that one still, she didn't really say anything bad. Like, she was just dragged into it. But the other one, I was just shocked because I was like, "What the fuck? There's no way you're thinking this. Like, this is fake.
Yeah.
Like, you're pushing. You're just trying to." So in the beginning, I was like, "Is this real? Is it not?" Then I had some
it was
fun.
when the Hong Kong protest, right?
Yeah.
It was a Hong Kong protest.
It
right?
was-
Or
it-
Black
no, it
Lives
was-
Matter.
No, it was about
They were both at the same time.
It was police brutality, and they saw.
Oh yeah, it was during
and
the
they
whole.
saw-
Yeah, Steve Torelli made a photo of us as a SWAT team.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then which we don't control that anyway, but also it's us as SWAT members that he.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it was like a couple of years ago. It wasn't even recent.
no, it was from a couple of years ago, and he just retweeted that
Yeah,
day.
that's it.
And then he goes, then she goes. No, but either way, if somebody draws a picture of you, or even if I draw a picture of myself as a cop, how the fuck do you say, "Oh, you guys are for police brutality"?
Yeah.
What kind of a comic is for police brutality? It's just crazy.
This is a very heavy statement. You are
Yeah.
for police brutality.
Yeah, it was just crazy. So
You're
then,
for
Crazy.
terrorism. You're pro terrorism.
Like if you're for police brutality, when you go home, you're like, you tell your wife, "Had a good day today." Why? Cops killed a lot of people.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any
So
sense.
especially if you're not a-
son, I'm about to
Yeah.
beat you up with some type of stick.
So it wasn't. I didn't get nerves or anything like that. I laughed a bit in the beginning. The only thing I felt bad for, and I did feel bad, like because she got dragged like bad, like the fans just ate her up.
I saw it.
But me, the only thing I felt bad is that because the one line I took her legs out from under her in the first reply that I made.
When you said when you're gonna have fans.
Yeah, because she goes, "What is this freaking art?" And I go, "Oh, it's fan art. Don't worry, one day you'll get there."
Yeah,
and that hurt her a lot because I guess she thought that she was like the top open micer. So, anyways, and then I saw the comments, and then I started getting private messages from people in New York, like other comments being like, "Oh, people that I didn't know, some that I knew, some I didn't. This is what they do at this open mic," and they were just shit talking them in my DMs. I was like, "Oh, fuck, okay." So a lot of people didn't like them. So, anyways, but that was their personal shit. It has nothing to do with me. But it was just that I felt bad after. I was like, fuck. It's a simple one line that I know
Truth
obviously
hurts.
destroyed her.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't have sunk down to that level. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I felt like, oh, now I know I ruined her day. Like, I didn't, it wasn't the intention. Like, okay, she's being stupid. She's clearly reaching. So there should be some kind of retort.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I didn't want to ruin, like, and then I even tried to get her out of it. Like, just stop because they're not going to leave you alone. And she just continued, "You're not going to tell me what to do." And I was like, all right. And then they just kept ripping her, the fans. I was like, what do you want me to do? I asked the fans to stop. They stopped. And then you start again. Yeah. And then she starts like, "I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do." And I was like, no, I'm not telling you what to do. It's not like a man telling a woman that. I'm just, because I don't, it's not for me. I'm not, you getting shit on. I'm just saying for you.
These people are retarded.
Yeah, these people are crazy, bro. Yeah.
They don't sleep.
Yeah. So I tried my best, because the line was fucking hilarious. I got messages from all kinds. The line was perfect.
Great stats, fantastic stats.
Yeah, it was. It got fantastic stats. Yeah, had great stats. It was a good line, but it was just, one of those things. Like, I felt like I pulled the trigger too. I was like, oof, it was perfect. But I go, I don't even have any like emotion towards her. Like, I don't know her personally well enough. I know the other one well. So it's not like I felt bad because it's my friend or anything. We didn't have a friendship. Yeah. I just felt bad because I was like, I shouldn't have, like, I made her feel like shit.
It's like someone making you feel like shit and you suck them in the mouth and like you finish hitting them and you're like, fuck, this didn't give me any pleasure.
Yeah, I felt bad for making her feel like shit. But like, okay, she deserves some kind of fuck you for starting trouble. Yeah. But I felt like
it was a bit too, not too much, but like you didn't want to go. It went south a bit too fast
because I didn't realize how dumb. Because I just assumed, okay, she does open mic, like she's comic, like she knows how to retort and speak, and then I figured out she doesn't. Like she had no comeback, nothing. I was like, oh fuck! Like now it really is. It was a professional comedian arguing with an open micer who had no lines. Like her line, "I know you are, but what am I?" And I was like, oh, I didn't want to make her look that stupid.
Yeah. She was making it too much truth. Like you were like it was the punchline that you were giving. It was
they were killer, but they were hard. But I expected, like, let's say if I have a verbal thing with someone at my level, they're gonna come back hard too, and it's gonna be entertaining. But now it was like starting a boxing match with a fucking 9-year-old. Yeah. Okay, you get in the ring, you're like, wait, I'm gonna punch this kid. And then if I punch the kid, that's what happened. I punched her, and then the kid's knocked out, doing this. That's what happened to her. And I was like, oh fuck, why did I get involved? Yeah. Like I thought she was at a higher level. Yeah. No, not at all. So I felt bad for that shit. After I felt bad, I go, oof, like I ruined, because it was. But everybody told me she deserved it. She looked for it, but I was like, I should have just ignored her. But I just couldn't. I was like, oh, look at this. So I jumped in and I expected a harder retort, but it was just nonsense.
Rarely happens when you get to that level of like a comeback like the one that you had. It's very difficult to be able to bring it back. But I knew that you were looking for it. You were waiting for her to come back with a good answer.
Yeah, I thought
to be able to get back
with a good punchline.
And then nothing. The whole thing ended there, and then it was just everybody. It was just everything she had was gone. I know you. What do you do? And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is.
I love these feuds though. There's a famous one where Chris D'Elia, rest in peace, and Logan Paul.
Rest in peace.
When they got together, Logan Paul, and then that comeback from Chris D'Elia gave him hundreds and thousands of followers because of the at least I'm not filming myself.
The Suicide Forest. It was a good line. Forest. Yeah.
Logan appreciated that. He's like, okay, that's actually a good comeback. This is a fucking great one. And you link up with the person afterwards, and you're like, this is not personal. This is just
not her. Her, I don't, because I don't like what she did. But I don't have any ill will.
She reached negatively on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was not intended of like. If she would have retweeted that picture and it was a joke, a joke as like a jab, you'd be like, okay, she's making fun.
Like, good joke. I would accept that. Yeah,
like love. Let's say she's winking at the fact that you guys are right wing pro police, but like with a twist, with like a funny joke.
Like, who the fuck are you gonna beat up? Stupid, something like that. That would be funny.
Whatever the fuck it is, but it was just like more of virtue signaling of like
that's what it was. Yeah,
that's comics that are.
But it's so much harder finding a punchline than virtue signaling. It's easy to
Yeah,
forget.
that's what her
It's
thing
super
was.
easy.
So I guess she thought she was gonna get crazy tweets or whatever, this and that, like retweets, like, oh, she's right, and everybody's like, get the fuck out of here, dummy.
But
and
the thing is, in this specific situation and in any situation, instead of just doing it publicly, just fucking DM me like, yo, what the fuck is this? I'm
but
not
because
cool with
she knew it wasn't real. That's the thing. She knew that what she was saying was false.
She's like-
if she knew what if you cared, like if I don't know, if I see Jacob tweet something and he's like, I don't know, kill Greek people or fuck something crazy, instead of me tweeting at him, if I think it's real, I'm gonna text him like, bro, you okay? What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna be, I don't know, but I was talking to my grandma and she told me that too.
Yeah.
She told me to tweet to kill the Greek. What do you want me to say, bro?
But it's but with her because it was clearly bullshit. That's what I was like. Okay, so then I got one line. I'll kill. I had even said, I go, this is gonna end the whole thing. Like there's I thought she was gonna come back with something, but I knew I took the legs right
It's
under.
crazy. One jab and she's down. It's crazy.
Oh, it was bad. It was
also
when I got DMs from people I don't know. Of, thank you. This bitch does this and that. I was like, holy shit, she's made a lot of enemies. Like because people were retweeting it, so then people in New York comics saw it and they're like, what the fuck did he say? And then that's how it. Yeah, that's
It's perfect.
You have a good following on Twitter.
Yeah, it's a fun follow. They're
That's
good
one
people.
thing I want to start getting up because I love the platform.
Me too,
I love it and hate it in the sense of like there's very toxic, just like any platforms. But I feel like Twitter is the funniest platform of them all.
For sure.
Instagram is cool for sketches, for videos, comedy wise, and to promote the podcast. But in the end, it's not like the memes are just the memes on Twitter are where they start if it's not Reddit. And I feel like the culture on Twitter is more organic. It's more people making fun of you or people replying you in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's stronger than what you would see on Instagram.
100%, and it's just fun to see what people think and what they say, and you try to avoid obviously if it's crazy toxic.
Yeah.
But like I have a good little bunch of fans on Twitter.
A couple thousand fans now.
Yeah, but that tweet and write funny shit.
Yeah.
Like so, it's fun. You know, like
nice.
you
That's
don't
Harrison.
know.
Harrison is fucking
Harrison's
hilarious.
fucking hilarious.
Harrison
bro.
Weinrib,
I retweet him.
the ginger comic.
Yeah, I
ginger
retweet him all the
comic.
time.
He's
He's fucking
fucking
hilarious.
funny.
Fucking A1.
He's
Yeah,
good.
Hilarious.
But it's the same way he is on stage.
Yeah.
He finds these little angles that you're like, oh, you motherfucker. It was
Only you can
obvious,
find
yeah,
them.
but why the fuck can nobody see it?
Yeah, 100%.
Why are you seeing it? Yeah,
It's the attitude towards it. It's attitude towards the joke in the sense that he sees these very laid back, super simple angles.
Yeah.
Super simple.
But it's super simple because
he does it with a tone of just calmness.
Simple, but he thought of like thinking about it. It's very hard, but the way he flows it. He did a number about cakes at the Comedy Nest. It was so simple,
but it makes you
everybody
laugh.
was screaming of laughter. It was insane. But he was just talking about cake, and I was like, "There's no like rape jokes, anything that can trigger." It's just but everybody
because he
was like,
makes
"This
you
is
see
so
something
good."
like, how the fuck did I never realize that the
delivery.
kid's right?
Yeah, the delivery.
Yeah.
These little angles. No, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Harrison is fucking A1 on Twitter.
So you guys starting an OnlyFans? What's going on with that?
OnlyFans, we really want to get into
nice.
that. It'd be very nice to start an OnlyFans.
No, this is the plan with you guys. You build the podcast a little bit more, and then a Patreon.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
That's the next move.
That's the next move.
We gave ourselves a mental challenge: 1 year or 1,000 subscribers.
Okay,
Either or.
good.
Just for us to be able to say we posted 52, because the podcast, we haven't taken a break since we started. There's been close to 40 episodes now.
Yeah.
It's been 40 weeks.
38.
Christmas, COVID, no COVID, birthdays, no birthdays, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah,
We're
he's dying. We're
Consistent.
We're
I like
zooming.
it.
Hôpital Saint-Justin just.
No, but that's how you have to be consistent. Yeah.
100 views, 200 views, 500,
Doesn't
1,000,
matter.
doesn't matter. We're posting an episode every week.
Good.
And what's been cool about it is that we have the consistency on lock.
And we've
been shooting videos also every week. So we want to be able to build it and to maintain these people as like a firm following and then start moving it to the next step.
And every single fucking week, we're trying to fix something. Just we're always
Tweaking.
every week just tweaking something. Always, and it's always getting better. So I'm like, yeah, eventually we're gonna be like, yo, this is a good product that you can pay
5, 10, 15,
10,000 amount of dollars. every
$10,000
month.
a month?
Come on, please, I gotta pay my condo fees.
Not even the mortgage, the condo fees.
Taxes are fucking expensive. Fucking
The
government.
goddamn condo fees are expensive. Yeah.
Condo fees and the fucking government is like, seriously, I have to pay like school taxes? Come mierda, bro. My
I
daughter.
dropped out in Sec 3.
Yeah.
Why am I paying taxes?
Yeah, my daughter, she's gonna be a YouTuber or like OnlyFans. No school.
These motherfuckers.
You're still having your wedding this year?
We'll see.
Oh shit.
We'll see. It was supposed to be
You're
last
gonna-
year.
You're gonna get okay. You're married. Oh shit. Nice.
We'll see.
I was wondering because I have a lot of friends that are.
Oh, it's just because of it's nothing to do with her. She's fine. It's just because of they keep closing everything down.
That's the thing, closing down. And then would you wait? So your wedding, is it a sort of full out immigrant, 600 people?
It was supposed to be, not anymore. Now it's whatever fucking happens, bro. 4 people.
Supposed to be 3 floors.
Rent Place des Arts on Youp. All the family on the screens. It's gonna be perfect.
No, I'm not doing that. The good thing about this is that now you could get away with not having a huge thing because, bro, I don't want to deal with everything.
But that's the thing with immigrant weddings is that
people are unhappy. You know what I mean? Like the food, everybody has a fucking complaint.
And you don't have any addictions. You don't drink or smoke weed.
I have addictions, but I mean, I don't know. I don't drink. Like I'll drink casually.
Like crystal meth, but not
do you have
I mean, like I don't have any like.
You don't drink that. I never saw you like.
I don't really drink that much. I don't smoke.
Because like and at a marriage like that, everybody's complaining, but like me, I have weed problems, so I'll be fucking high and I won't listen to any of this shit. I'm like, no, I'm baked. I don't fucking care if the chicken is fucking dry.
If the chicken is,
but you know, there's always these people. They go to the wedding and they're like, I didn't like the food and the chicken and you have all these people complaining. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't invite you. My mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Half of the people at your wedding is for your mom. That's
yeah. It's always like that.
It's always like that.
So now at least they get to get away with fucking 10 people. Let's just do this and get out.
We're 8.
Yeah. Who's gonna complain? Me.
There's me, my wife, the dog. Yeah, you guys fight over
fine.
it. The mom.
10 people, it's perfect just to say like the chicken. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
Yeah, so that's the good thing. But so many people, dude, like us, were talking about, okay, work closed, people went online, no stand-up. Dude, some people, their entire life was flipped upside down. So they were planning on getting married. Now they're stuck together for a couple of months. They realize they hate each other. So the wedding's off.
Good thing, though.
Good thing your wedding's off now.
And then the girl's pregnant?
Yeah, imagine. So you're stuck with them now. The wedding's off. Fucking all kinds of, you lost your job. Like people.
Bad thing though. Imagine this is the flip side. Good thing that your wedding is off, but then bad thing because some weddings they took the deposit. Some venues took the deposit. You can't return it.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
That's
the venue that we were gonna do that I know, they were even telling me, the guy, because he's a nice guy, he's like, a lot of people were calling in and they were giving back their deposit. They go like, it's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
So you have good people out there too. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people try to take advantage. A lot of people took advantage of the situation and they fuck people over.
Did you get fucked over in any way?
I got fucked over. Like the DJ doesn't want to give me the money back. Whatever, fuck him.
He'll get hit by a car. It doesn't matter.
He's
gonna get hit by a car?
It doesn't matter.
I go, really? You covered pandemic in that shitty contract you made? Yeah, okay. Okay. But it does, as long as I'm alive, I'll figure shit out.
That's the thing.
You're there, the wife, Chihuahua.
I have the dog, bro. We're gonna be fine. I worry about other people. I always worry about other people.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna, like. I have friends who they're not in digital space or whatever. So when their shit closes down, they're fucked. I have a buddy who just lost his restaurant. Like that's fucked. Where you go from there?
Fuck, man. This breaks my heart. These stories of restaurants closing down, bars closing. Bars. We forget about bars. I haven't thought about a bar in a year.
I think about the bordel all the time and I get nervous.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, bars are not. This is not to go back on these like very negative points, but you have just business. You have people. In March, some people were told go back home, and then you go back home and you're like, okay, that's done.
It's done.
Oh, like when you're fired, you mean?
No, 15 years you built your business, and then they tell you go the fuck back home, and you're like, okay, go take a walk before 8. Okay, that's nothing.
But well, look at us now. Like everything, it's been a year that I doubled down on online.
You doubled your following.
Good thing though, because it was funny. My buddy was telling me, he's like, dude, who would have thought years ago that the decisions you were making
were the right ones?
Were the right ones. Like as if you knew this was gonna happen. Like, but I never knew. You never. It was just because it's what I like to do.
You still don't know.
Yeah, I still don't know.
That's what's beautiful about it.
You're gonna get canceled.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Well, they're gonna try.
They're
gonna enjoy.
No, but Twitter is gonna be good. You're canceled. You're gone. Bye bye. Imagine, it's crazy.
I'll laugh
like that. Boom.
Yeah.
Fucking.
If it was meant to happen, it would have happened. But I feel like it's gonna be a Joey Diaz situation where they try to cancel you, and you're like, "This is all I have." Like
Joey Diaz, they tried to cancel him.
They tried to cancel. They tried very hard, and it did not work at all.
Same thing with me.
The story that he said.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can't. This is what I like. You could get, if you're stupid, you could get canceled for a dumb reason if it's not valid. But guys like me, like if it's not a valid, like I haven't killed, raped, anything like that, what are you gonna cancel for? This joke was offensive. Yeah, okay, I give a shit. Go fuck yourself.
Unfollow me. And by the way, you have your following. That's the thing. This is what happened with Joy Diaz. He's like, what do you want to cancel? The people that follow me, they know everything about me.
Yeah.
I don't have a TV show. I don't have movie deals. What are you gonna try to cancel?
Yeah, same with me. It's like, get the fuck out. What are you gonna cancel? Get the fuck out of here. I have my fans.
Get the fuck out of here.
But what you said was offensive.
Seriously.
And like the Inuits didn't like the way you said it. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's a Yanis Papas from the History Hyenas podcast was saying something.
They're stopping that, I heard.
Yeah, they're
Those
stopping.
motherfuckers, bro.
They're fucking stopping. Apparently, I think they both started their podcast.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they're doing two separate
Yanis
podcasts.
Was moving.
No, I think Chrissy D was doing a little bit too much of Cokie D in the podcast. So he's like, yo, Yanis was like, bro, you're a wreck.
No, but they have their own now. It's two separate Patreons, so you could pay for.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're making their money. They're gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be fine. I have no doubt about it. And Chrissy D has a show now. I think on True TV or some shit.
Oh, okay. So he's busy too.
Yanis is gonna be busy with the podcast. But Yanis, when you were talking about the Inuits, Yanis pulled up a point that was fucking hilarious about indigenous people. Like we tried to put them on this stage where it's like indigenous people, you can't touch them, and like the BIPOC, pro BIPOC people that are supporting them. He's like, if you brought back your phone back 500 years and you went up to an indigenous leader and you're like, look at what we're doing for your cause, they would have scalped your head.
Yeah, they would have scalped you.
And they would have used it as a fucking wig. He's like, these people were as dangerous as we are now.
Yeah, they were killing the white people also.
Everybody, they were killing each other.
Well,
yeah,
it's just
when you're in a position when you want to protect yourself, it's fucking normal. But it's like we make them into cartoons and like these very nice flowery people, and watch out, they're fairly these people were protecting themselves for years before we got here, and they're fucking savages just like we are.
We came human beings, we're fucked.
We're fucked. Human beings.
You think they're making them seem like they need our protection.
Yeah, they don't. Well, now at this point, you fucking put them in a fucking corner and you shoot them with heroin and glue for them to sniff. It's not the same position.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because most of the people are like, you know what, we have to fix what we did in the past. I'm like, yeah, but stop scratching the past. Like,
exactly.
Let's move forward.
Well, you move forward. That's what I say. You move forward. I can't like I had
because we have to go back, like in Europe. Like if you want to fix, if you want to fix everything, all of us in Quebec, we have to go back in France.
Yeah.
Like
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Yo, for me, it'll be good, bro. Going to Greece, chilling on the beach, that's fine, bro. That's imagine the guys that have to go back to France, bro. And they go up there like, holy shit, this is Algeria now.
Yeah. No, but it's crazy. Yeah.
No, it's we're gonna be remembered as one of the dumber of the modern generations. This like 20 years, decade, whatever it is, it's gonna be viewed back as what the fuck was wrong with everyone? Yes. They were fighting over. They were getting along. They were finally plateauing, being like everybody's on the same level, getting along, and then bam, it just shifted. Like fuck you, whitey, fuck you, black guy, fuck you. It just shifted for a little while. Like a bunch of idiots started fighting for no reason. It shifted until the logic is gonna assume control again.
Exactly. When Elon Musk puts chips in our minds and then we become...
When Elon Musk becomes president, then things are going to get ready. Yeah, they're going to get back to normal.
Somebody's crazy when he gets from bald to full hair. That's a crazy person.
He's up to
This is very scary. When a guy does that, you're like, okay.
Wait, who went from bald to full hair?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. He didn't
have
have
a receding hairline all the way up to the back.
Oh, they probably did that.
No. Then
the Turkish transplant. Yeah, that's what they do. I know a guy. I have a buddy who's he's an Instagrammer. He's a weightlifting guy.
He's dangerous.
He did that. He went to Turkey to get his hair.
It requires so much confidence to go to the office on Friday bald and come back on Monday with a full set of hair.
It requires a
lot of confidence.
To just pretend like you think no one's gonna mention it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just acting, but because by the way,
hey Bob, there's something different about you. Oh I got a tan.
I whitened my teeth.
I whitened my. It's like there's I can't put my finger on it. No, you could. Come here.
Look at it. Touch it, this silky hair.
I look young, right? It's broccoli since Monday. I've been eating vegetables. Now it's your hair. Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, I was looking at the comments now. Seeing people are saying they love Sans Commentaire, by the way.
Oh shit!
Love your
Shout out to everybody that listens to Sans Commentaire.
And for those of you who speak English, I am definitely trying to get these guys to start an English podcast.
We're gonna work on it.
No. I'm gonna work on it because you don't have to do anything. I have to work on my English.
Jakob's going back to school next week.
Jesus fucking Christ! But the thing is that I'm good at reading. like right now I'm good at reading English, but it's just speaking. I'm gonna say like, yeah, I bought some actions. Shut up.
But I love the confidence,
Yeah.
the fact that you're like, if I add an English accent to a French word, it's going to sound as an
The same
word.
thing.
I
Bro,
love this.
I got my actions on there. It sounds to me like a
My
bookie.
action-
No.
Yeah, it's it.
You got any action on that game,
I'm
bro?
gonna put 3 actions on
Yeah.
the Lakers with the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. This fucking guy. But no, it'll work. I think it's funny. I think you guys are going to be good if you do an
we'll make
English
it
one too. The French one's funny. So the English one's going to be top notch as well.
Yeah,
And
that'd be crazy.
I find that what I did was perfect. I think people should do it more if you speak both languages. I think since we're here, you should do shows in both.
Of course.
Why the fuck not?
100%. And you have people in Quebec that are listening to both languages.
To both languages.
I
yeah.
know personally people that listen to all your podcasts,
Yeah.
no matter the language.
Exactly, yeah.
They just like your aura, so they will follow whatever you're doing. Even
You
if
like
we-
this, kids? You like
Yeah,
this?
this is the aura. So even if,
Aura.
let's say I fucking spoke Spanish, we would put on Spanish shows. Like we would produce Spanish shit, which is something that I've told you multiple
Yeah.
times. Like, yo, let's start fucking milking whatever we can milk.
He's a real Lebanese. He's like,
yo,
dealing
let's
everything.
milk
Let's
it.
milk it.
Bro,
Fuck it.
What happened? Do we have any insight? That fucking explosion in Beirut. Do we have any insight on what the fuck happened?
And what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck happened? Bro? The government is retarded.
Yeah.
The people running the country are retarded. It's
Is anyone in trouble over this?
Not yet. No.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No. There's you can't.
My dad
The
was
city
so funny.
blew up.
He called me like at noon. He's like, no, he texted me. Do you have any families in Lebanon? I'm like, no, why? He's like, and he just sends me all those videos of like explosion. And he's like, I was like, holy shit, are you okay? He's like, my grandmother, this and that.
Yeah, you were talking about your grandma.
I text my dad just to make sure, like, do we have any families in Lebanon? He texts me like 4 hours later. No, why? I send him the videos and he wrote, it's the Jews. What the fuck? Are you serious? He's like,
was
Habibi,
the
I
Jews.
know.
That's fucking
I
hilarious.
was laughing my ass off.
He sends you a cartoon picture of like a Hasidic Jewish guy. It's this guy, bro. It's Shlomo.
Shlomo.
him.
He lives on Mont Royal. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know him.
But yeah, it turned out it was what
Yeah, it was just
they stored all kinds of shit. And
So they derouted a paquebot, which is like a commercial boat that was supposed to be, I think it was going towards Ukraine, okay, or some shit. And then they had to stop that boat in the port because the people, not the sailors, the
Marines?
It's not really Marines. What is it called? Our marins.
the port
Yeah.
people, yeah.
No, the people working on the boat.
Fishermen.
Oh, the fishermen,
They're not fishermen. They're
the dock workers.
Sailors?
Let's say dock workers, not dock workers, the sailors on the actual
Sailors.
boat. That
Sailors.
were,
All right, we'll say
they
sailors,
Were,
bro.
they were
Sailors.
Russian,
Yeah,
Ukrainian,
I'm getting
whatever it
good.
is.
Go.
They had to hold them. They had to hold them to make sure that their documents were all good, and they had actually clearance to pass through.
Oh yeah, like the
Lebanese
customs
port.
people. They got
Like the customs people. They ended up keeping them in like some sort of jail for like 20 days or 25 days until they were able to clear them out. And then at the end, they're like, we're gonna have to keep everything here. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay fees X, Y, Z. Let's not
Jesus
go into details.
Christ.
So then they just forgot about it. They left it there since 2014.
Okay,
Oh
you see-
my god, and it was explosive shit.
2,400 tons of nitrate ammonium.
And nobody came looking for it in all those years, being like, "Yo, guys, I need my nitrate
Oh
ammonium."
yeah. The port director, lawyers, they were sending letters every 6 months, every 2 months.
Please
every
give
3
the
months.
shit back.
What the fuck is happening with this? What do you want us to do this? And the government was like, we'll look into it. We'll do this. And then they stopped
Oh,
answering for
wow.
a year and a half. And then this happened, and they're like, the people, this fucking cocksucker Emmanuel Macron fucking shows up as he's the savior of Lebanon. He's like in the middle of the street waving his hand, and he's like, we will put the people that are accountable for these actions in jail. And this was hilarious during the news. So you have a shot of Emmanuel Macron in the middle of the street and people yelling like he's our savior. And he's
That's
like,
so absurd.
He's like, we will put these people in jail. I will not sleep before these people are in jail. And then they
Next photo is him sleeping at a hotel.
next, it cuts to him on the table with everybody responsible. So all the leaders of the government for each party, and he's just sitting sweating and like he knows he has no power. And ever since, nothing. It's like swept under the rug now. It's not.
Oh wow.
What I've heard about what happened is so some people told me that what they did was a little bit of setup. You tell me if I'm wrong, or it could be a possibility. Is that they did that explosion so that people would not put anything in that port in Beirut, because you get money from storing shit in ports.
Yeah.
So like what they did like wasn't a mistake. They did that on purpose
To collect.
So that people wouldn't go anymore in Beirut port
plausible.
to put their thing. They're like, okay, now just because they did that mistake, I'm not gonna take a chance and put stuff over there.
Plausible.
It's like done. So the port of Lebanon, of Beirut, they're losing fucking money.
Yeah. plausible. And well, the country's fucked at this point. The Lebanese pound has no more value. You get there's a limit on the amount of money you can withdraw every week because the people at the government withdrew too much money and sent it out of the country. So that was even before the explosion. So they cut down on, and there was a huge revolution in Lebanon right before Corona. For months, people were in the street. They didn't leave the streets for multiple months on end.
I was raised on these streets.
Actually raised on these streets, slinging drugs. They were fucking, it was huge. Like there were techno events outside and like people would play from their balcony because there was thousands of people at all times on the street as a sort of a revolution movement. So what happened is now they tried to backtrack this scummy government, and they sent out so much money that the government was going bankrupt. There was no more money inside the country, which is a bit what happened in Greece back in a couple of years back. So let's say now my grandparents, they have, let's say, thousands of dollars in their bank account, US, they can't withdraw all their money.
That's fucked.
You're only allowed withdrawing a certain amount
weekly. They did that to Greece too, I remember.
Weekly, and then they need to make sure that there's enough money to be able to sustain.
Because the government has no more money.
But you know what you have to do?
The banks rather have no more money.
In those kind of moments, you have to talk with the guys that they did the action with GameStop, with the pound Lebanon. It's going up.
Look at this fucking guy, bro.
Let's get the action.
There was a Lebanese guy who told me the funniest thing. Like he wasn't trying to sound racist, but it came out so fucking hilarious. Just talking about, just like how Lebanon is now, and he goes, it depends where. Because I go, how is Lebanon now? Because I grew up, I knew a lot of Lebanese people, and I was just wondering because when I was growing up, I remember there was a war in the 2000s and all that, and I was like, what is it now? He's like, oh, it's clean, bro, as long as you're not in a Muslim neighborhood. And then I'm like, what do you mean? I go, aren't you? He's like, I'm not Muslim. He goes, I'm Christian. And I go, okay, I didn't realize like there was that much of a difference. I go, in Lebanon. And then I go, is it really that the neighborhood thing? He's like, why are you talking shit if you haven't been there? He goes, go to a fucking Muslim neighborhood in Lebanon and you tell me there's no fucking difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, bro, whatever, calm down. Like, I've never been to Lebanon. I'm just saying, I was just asking a question. Like, calm down.
No, this is actually how it is. Yeah, the Muslim neighborhoods are way less
taking care of
the population. Doesn't it's not a question of the population. Some are just have less money to be able to take care of themselves, and
they're like the ghettos.
It's more ghetto areas. Yeah, when you come from a Muslim neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
it's just
Lebanon.
How it is. Yeah, in Lebanon.
Did you know that? I didn't know that until Lebanese guy told me that. I had no idea.
Everything is super segregated in Lebanon because they divide to conquer. This is how it is. So you have Lebanon, which is supposed to be Lebanese people, but no, you have Muslims and Christians.
Yeah, they separate
them. And then within Muslims, you have Shia and Sunna, and then les Druzes, and then within the Christian community, Maronites, Orthodox, Catholic. So
that's what they do in the States too. It's like it used to be Americans, and then the second they need to take advantage, like no, there's Black Americans, there's this American. Yeah, they separate you.
Black Americans and Black African Americans.
Yeah, they separate you so you could fight each other.
100%. So in Lebanon, there's like 1,000 subdivisions of what it is. So like you represent the corner of your street, like not more. That's what the point. Like you come from that building.
You're all about that thug life.
Exactly.
Block 33, halal. Don't worry, I got this.
That's exactly
hold it down.
That's exactly how it is. So there's like ghettos in some areas, and Muslim neighborhoods are unfortunately a bit less fortunate.
Well, shouldn't you like care and like love everybody? Seriously, this is bullshit right now.
Well, no, you shouldn't love everyone. Were you crazy?
There's
not enough love to go around, bro.
How dare you state facts?
He's just stating facts about Lebanon. He's not saying he wants the neighborhoods to be shitty. He's just saying that's how it is. He's just out here spitting mad facts. He's a rapper. Do you guys have rappers in Lebanon? Yeah.
We have in Lebanon.
They have Masari. He's a good rapper.
We have Masari.
He's from Ottawa, no?
He's from Ottawa, but he's a Lebanese guy. We have Karl Wolf.
Carl Wolf is Lebanese.
Of course he is.
I don't know what the fuck he is. All I know is that I could put him in my pocket. He's this big. That's all I know about.
He's maybe 3 feet.
He's very tiny?
Super tiny. Carl Wolf. He used to charge people for signature, for autographs. So when he used to do the Lebanese festival.
No way, really?
Yeah, he used to do the Festival Libanais.
But he would charge for autographs?
It was Patreon before Patreon.
I can't charge for autographs.
He was charging people for pictures.
Oh, man. Someone had asked me that. I was like, oh, how much is it for? I was like, how much is? Don't even let people hear you say how much is for a picture. Just take a fucking picture. Are you crazy?
Take a picture. He transferred me $100.
Yeah.
But don't do it cash.
But dude, I heard that and I was like, yo, I don't want nobody to hear that shit. That's embarrassing. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna sound like a scumbag. What are you, crazy? Just take a fucking photo. Who's charging you for photos? What am I, Hulk Hogan?
That's the thing. But Carl Wolf was charging pictures, and we don't really have rappers, or we have a couple of people. So Drake, the people behind Drake's career, Lebanese people behind The Weeknd. Cash
Yeah,
XO,
that I
Sal,
know.
they're all Lebanese people.
But it's all the same
Palestinians.
people around Masari and all that. It's all that like Ontario
It's
crew,
it's
no?
XO, it's all these Ontario crew, which is keep in mind that not even 15 years ago, all these people were having shisha in like a garage undercover. Even I'm telling you, this is what how
At
it
volume and Shamedi.
was. Actually,
I've
they
been
would
there.
come here for
Yeah, it's
events.
nice.
They would come. Masari, I think Masari came one year, if I'm not wrong. Or even Carl Wolf would come every year for the Lebanese festival. So these careers changed so quickly, and
That's what's gonna happen to us, by the way.
that's
The
exactly
people
it.
are gonna be talking about them. Like, those fucking 3 idiots, bro. These two come.
Exactly.
These two souvlaki over here, bro.
That's exactly
The
how
little
it is.
Mexican was yelling. He's not Mexican.
He's not Mexican.
He's really yelling racist shit on the corner
Yeah.
of Papino.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he make it?
Yeah.
So this is how it is. So for these people, like, I feel like seeing Drake in Toronto now is not something special anymore. Like, he's like, we know fucking Drake from back then. Like, he used to come have falafel at our place. This is not, he's nobody special. And
Yeah, they know him.
They know him,
It's their
so-
person. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was actually very surprised. The more you look into both their careers and everybody that came out of Ontario, most of these people, the business side of it is all the Lebanese. Noah Shabib, OVO40, the producer, Drake's producer, Lebanese guy.
I knew that for a while. I knew
Yeah.
that for a while. I think it was from Lebanese people here that told me, or I had a friend that I grew up with that used to be friends with Masar at the time. Like, I had never heard about this guy until I was in high school.
Okay.
And he was like, have you heard of this guy? And I was like, no, because it was all that music that was hip at the time. And then he's like, yeah, he's one of my buddies. He's actually making music. And then I saw a music video. And I was like, oh, fuck, his buddy's really making stuff happen from Ottawa, like from fucking...
Ottawa, that's fucking crazy. Even Belly, again, they're all in
Belly,
the same...
that's the guy, I think, yeah.
Belly
One of
is
those
a
two.
Palestinian rapper.
They
They're
were
all from
two
the
guys.
same. They're all
Yeah.
from the same crew. They're all from the same crew. So it's a fucking these success stories where you're like, yo, if we keep pushing,
Oh, dude, the sky's the limit, but you
the
have to
sky's the
push.
limit. You have to push. They were pushing. They
Yeah.
were pushing up until it blew up. And then what I love about Lebanese artists is that when your career starts crashing, they ship you to like Saudi Arabia and Dubai to do like these club events.
I saw Masari at Cuba.
Yeah, but sorry,
Yeah, they're like,
these events are like go to Cuba, like the king of Saudi Arabia will tell you come play at my daughter's Sweet 16.
That's
You
fucking
make it quick
hilarious.
100 G.
So you could
150.
float the company for the rest of the year while you work
Exactly.
on the next move.
And that's the thing. You do these. Even fucking. I was listening to a podcast and Lil Wayne was saying that this year he was invited to Saudi Arabia for an event, and like there was something that happened at the airport. They didn't let him come in because he had too many jewelries on him. So he was about to charter his private plane. The king found out about it and was fucking went apeshit. He ended up flying him in personally, and he apologized by giving him a Lamborghini and a Frank Mueller watch, which is like
Get the fuck out of here!
$1
Wait,
million.
hold on a second. These fucking Saudis. Let me understand
crazy.
something. I know that the Saudis have some fucked up rules, but they invited someone to perform for the king. What do they care how many rings he has on? What does that matter?
At the airport, when he was flying, I think he had a layover somewhere in the Middle East, and then he was about to fly in.
was in Kuwait.
It's just if you have more than 25, from how Lil Wayne was explaining it on the podcast, if you have more than $25,000 worth of jewelry, you need to like declare it, and you need to pay some taxes on it.
Okay, and he's like,
And
"Fuck you, stupid."
And the king was like, yeah, 25,000. They're insulting you. I gave you a gift more than 25,000,
Yeah.
and so. How Lil Wayne was explaining it, he went back to the airplane to fly back to the US. He's like, I'm not fucking declaring any of this shit.
Yeah.
So then the pilot got a personal call, got him out. As he's walking back out in the airport, like all the employees were like just super
Scared.
stiff, like super scared. Because one phone call, you disappear. Forget
But that would've-
Forget about it.
But that would have been crazy if that Lil Wayne is going back in the plane to the state, and while he is in the plane, there's
Turn it
like-
around.
Yeah. There's like people taking him in, taking in parachute, getting in a.
How
in a
funny would it be if it was
crazy.
Saudi Arabian fighter jets? It's their fighter jets, but they have comfortable pajamas over them. It's just-
So you can just jump on the jet.
yeah.
Yeah, these stories of people flying them out. Russell Peters has a great story about
I've heard the Russell Peters, but the Saudi stuff always scares me. It's a place I don't want to visit because I don't like it. To me, I see it like fancy North Korea, a place where if the government wants, they'll be like, you know what, fuck this guy, he's disappearing. I don't trust that shit, especially with the amount of shit
But they
I
don't
talk.
do this to foreign people.
You sure?
They can't. It's just a bad PR move. So if a Saudi show calls you up now right now, he's like, we have 50 G's for you. Come
I'm
do
not
it.
taking that. I think it's
It's not what I'm taking.
It's a
it
scam,
tomorrow.
bro.
It's not a scam.
They're gonna kill me.
yeah.
No,
I'm
I'm saying on paper, the king's son, you're his favorite comic.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, you know what?
I like your Malacca jugs.
Come for
habibi.
3
I wouldn't
days.
do it.
No?
No.
Why not?
He was like 50
I know it's a
million
trap.
in
How is
tons
it a
of
trap?
tzatziki, please.
No. There's no way.
There's no way they have tzatziki.
They don't like that much shit talking.
How is it a trap? I think, well, actually, no, Mike hasn't done it. Mike has done Dubai. But yeah, these.
He didn't do Saudi Arabia.
I think he went to Dubai.
Dubai.
Showing.
He's also done Afghanistan.
That's for the troops. That's not for the
troops.
Afghan people. Yeah.
I don't think the king of Afghanistan is like Mike White. I like your jokes. Pedophile jokes. Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
There should be
But
something sick playing for the troops. I'm not very. I'm
that
not
I would have fun with, but the Saudi thing, like for King, I know that I'm going to say the wrong thing. Because you're telling me, you know me. You know me. Hold on.
I just clicked as in you're going to show up there and start talking shit about his daughter. And like,
you know me well enough. When these guys all come in wearing their pajamas, you don't think I'm going to talk shit?
Yeah.
It's not possible for me to talk to these guys wearing the dresses. I think they're I can't help it. I'm gonna be sweating trying not to say the wrong thing, and then I'm just like, you know what? This is where you die. Fuck it, and go crazy.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be pissed if you talk about the flag, if you talk about their religion, but if you talk about their dress code, they're like, yes, it's very comfortable pajamas.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe at that point, if you're not talking shit about the religion, that's when it starts becoming.
Because if you're making jokes of the pajamas, they're like, this is.
I'll make fun of the religion. I'll make fun of the religion too. Yeah.
Yeah, this you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, there you go. That's the thing. I know that I can't. I know that I can't contain it.
You're not famous enough to not disappear.
Even I think famous. If you make fun enough, like all I would do is sit there and talk about Yemen.
Yeah, that's yeah.
What I would do is I would talk shit about Islam, and then when they'd get offended, they'd be like, "Oh, you're offended. What about the other Muslims that you've been fucking killing? You piece of shit!" And then they'd be like, "All right, get him out of here.
Get him out."
To the gallows with him, because I wouldn't be able to hold my mouth shut. I know that. Same thing with North Korea. I wouldn't be able to not address being in North Korea.
Oh, I would be like Mr. Kim Jong-un. This is absolutely a pleasure. This is.
I heard rumor has it your family doesn't take shits. Very surprising considering that you guys all look like shit. And then it's like, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I wonder if Kim Jong-un appreciates comedy.
A roast? No, he doesn't appreciate a roast.
Not a roast, just in general. Like he watches Louis C.K. and he's like, this is fucking interesting.
Maybe.
I think he likes like Jimmy Fallon.
Imagine it's just like very politically
the dancing part. It's nice when he dances.
The lip syncing.
Yeah, the lip sync. Yeah.
Look at here, lip sync. You know.
It walks.
Yeah. I thought he was a seer. You know.
He's syncing up.
I love that we're all doing Japanese accents.
I know, it's great.
Fais pas l'accent.
Me Asians know they don't like
Jacob and his Asian track record, it's not the best.
I do the same accent for everyone. Almost, yeah.
I'm so shitty with accents.
I'm doing Russian. It sounds a little Japanese.
It's just. I'm just pissed right now.
You're good with accents.
I'm good with accent, but it's like it's the end of this era. Like we can't do this anymore. I can't do like a Asian accent or like an Arabic. Like I'm even Latino. I do Latino accent, and sometimes people are like, "Why? Who the fuck does that guy think he is?" I'm like, "Pendejo." Like my.
Oh wait, you mean like people get offended?
Yeah.
The accents. I still do the accents. I find them funny.
Yeah, but you can't.
I know you shouldn't, but the people who tell me I shouldn't are people who are unfunny.
Yeah, I know, but like, yeah.
Because if you follow that trend, you can't make fun of anything.
Yeah, and the people telling you shouldn't do accents are the people telling you there's too many white people in this room.
It's the same people.
Exactly
the people being racist are the ones telling me don't do accents. I'm like, I'll do accents.
Is that a thing? People making accents, that's a canceled thing? We're done with that?
Well, it depends. In like right now, let's say we're making jokes.
Yeah.
People watching us are in on the joke.
Yeah,
they're like, we get we get why the accent is there, you know. But you might have fucking asshole who just tunes in, doesn't know what's going on. Why are they making accents? Why are they doing those words? You know, like it's just people are fucking idiots. You're gonna find them.
That's somebody that it doesn't express well because he just wants to be included. So the only way to be included is just to be fucking mean. Like, why the fuck are they? They just wanted to be there in the conversation, but they're so
That's all it is. It's I feel like I'm being left out.
Yeah.
Why am I not in the conversation? I've addressed this last year. I said I finally have a good theory on cancel culture and on the attack on people online. You know, the dopamine fix, they say that now people got addicted to likes. It's true. A lot of people, especially if they're not doing anything else in their life, nobody tells them, hey, you're the best mechanic, you're the best grocer, you're the best this. They don't have that. They need validation somewhere. So they get it through likes. Some, they get it from pictures, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, right? And a lot of people get it from the likes of them being a victim. So they'll post, they'll be like, you'll never believe what happened to me. I went to the store and they told me because I'm a woman, I have to wait in that line. And then the guy's like, that's not, you just have to wait in the line like everyone else. Because I was the only woman there, I felt uncomfortable. And then they're like, I can't believe they did that to you. And then you become the victim and you start getting addicted to those likes. So then what ends up happening is at some point you overdo it. At some point, you get into an argument and you blame someone irrationally, and then you're online, you're loving the likes, so you continue cancel this guy because he offended me, and this and that, and that's what happens. People get addicted to the likes, so they want to be the victim. So they're always the victim. Because in regular life, you could fight against that. Let's say, I don't know, someone's like cuts ahead of you in line. You know how you fight against that? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And you go normal. You don't go tweet, you'll never believe what happened to me. They come up in line, they have to wait extra. And then it's because I'm fucking Greek and they don't like Greeks. And it's crazy because you're going to get these idiots like, oh, I support you. That's crazy. Why are they doing that to Greeks? And then you have the supermarkets like, well, nobody did that to Greeks. Yeah. This guy's a fucking idiot. He let someone walk in front of him.
I love when you see that first video of someone playing the victim.
Yeah.
And then the video gets 10,000 likes and they're like, oh my God, we need to support her or we need to support him. And then let's say in this situation, the supermarket gives away the security camera footage. And then you see that it's all like a hoax. Like they're just putting this together. And then the person starts getting canceled. Like, we need to keep our eyes on really what the issue is.
Yeah, that's what happened.
This is just an example. So what was this? I fucking love these stories.
You see, it's like you always see like the other side, like someone's there's like these two black guys, they beat me up. They said it's because I'm a white bitch. Yeah, they said it's because I'm a white bitch. And then you see the camera footage. She's like, "Shut up, Blackie, I'm going in." And you're like, "Wait, what? How come you didn't include the beginning of that? How come you didn't include?" They always Smollett was the same thing. Yeah, like it was a hate crime.
Who's Jesse Smollett?
C'est pas the actor that got beaten up by two MAGA wearing hats.
Yeah, he did the. Oh, it was two Nigerian friends of his that he paid.
That's the bit that Dave Chappelle said, that's Stick and Stones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You always get that. People, they're like, oh, yo, my career's tanking a bit. I'm going to be the victim of some kind of a hate crime. He was super
successful, though. Jesse Smollett was
but apparently they were writing him off the show, but not in a bad way. Just, his evolution. Like, they had a story or whatever, and he's like, fuck that, man. I'm not going nowhere. I'm the victim of a hate crime. Yeah.
But I think people brushed it off. I think Jesse Smollett got a couple of contracts after, and he's just like, I'm sorry for this.
But I remember how funny it was at the time.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It was so suspicious. Dude, I'm not part of that universe.
Yeah.
I found it suspicious. I was like...
But I feel like...
So there's these two MAGA hat-wearing white guys in downtown Chicago walking around with a news. I feel like they would have probably got shot
downtown Chicago.
A long time before they found Justice Smollett. Like, none of this makes any fucking sense, and this is me saying it from here. Yeah. So imagine there. I bet you the police there was like, okay, this is and why, sir, you called us? Yeah. And why do you still have a noose around your neck? Wouldn't you have taken it off? He's like, no, but it's for the look. I need you guys to understand the message I'm trying to project. They're like, oh, fuck, this is going to be hard. We're going to have to tell people that he's a liar.
But then one thing about you is I feel like you always wait before posting about something, because on the other side, you have someone like Kevin Hart who the second it happened, he's like, this is outrageous. And then
it looks like an idiot.
He looks like a fucking idiot after when it turns out that. But I love these stories. I love seeing just the coin flip a week after. Everybody's like, okay, they moved on to another story, and then you get smacked in the face with like, this was all a hoax. Yeah. Everything was put together.
It hurts inside because you're like, oh, I committed. Did you see, speaking of Kevin Hart, I saw only quickly. Yeah, did you see that shit?
Can I go to the washroom fast?
Who's going to stop you? Go ahead.
My bladder's going to blow.
Go, bladder boy. Yo, did you see that Schultz thing?
And by the way, it took minutes. It took minutes, and then Kevin Hart straight up.
Go, Schultz.
He's like, I apologize. Listen, this is not my team was not made aware. First of all, my team was not made aware. You're $2 million, multi-million-dollar businesses. How the fuck are you not aware of what's happening?
Yeah, no one's Googling anyways.
You can just, Schultz said it, Google it.
No matter what would have happened, you know which camp I'm in. Man, I support the homies, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like when Tua, Akash Singh, Andrew Schultz, I'm with the homies.
Yeah.
So either way, I would have been against Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
But he did handle it properly.
Straight up. He's like, I'm sorry.
He handled it properly. He's like, look, we didn't know we're going to change it.
Kevin Hart is a master at apologizing.
Yeah, he apologizes all the time.
He's so good. I fucking love his apologies because he's like, I fucked up
There was one thing I didn't like about the apology. When he's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, when Andrew Schultz like, what are you guys doing? And then he said something in the apology like, oh, I know this is normal in your world that you think people would fuck you over or whatever. It's like, my world, motherfucker, I'm in comedy. Yeah. You're in comedy. We're in the same fucking... You're trying to do the same... What do you mean in my world? As if Andrew Schultz wasn't something different. That part I didn't like. Yeah. But he did what he had to do. He manned up and said, look, we fucked up.
Maybe he meant in like a sort of... Because I'm pretty sure Andrew takes his last decisions, where as Kevin has like a board of people
to make those
from different, so he needs to please on the left and on the right.
I believe that Kevin Hart could have not ever heard of the show. I believe that this guy's doing other shit. He's not watching stuff. I believe that 100%.
He didn't plagiarize.
He didn't plagiarize 100%.
And it's, by the way, it's a fairly simple concept. Like calling your podcast, talking to comics about the behind the scenes of their creative inside jokes.
We do that. That's
Like,
my podcast is basically in it, but Inside Jokes, Schultz is different. Inside Jokes is actual bits that they're working on.
They're working on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's amazing.
Exactly, but I'm saying like the name is not a super specific, very
No, of course not.
It's not like if I call my podcast the Emile Coury French Cast.
Yeah.
See, this is a very like you could borderline trademark the French Cast in the sense that you came up with that concept. I'm saying in
I
general.
don't
like,
think I would have a problem with somebody calling it the French Cast. Maybe I don't know, unless it was like someone I don't like that aggressively was trying to fuck with me. But I don't think I'd care.
Yeah, but let's say if another podcast is called The Morning Show. In that sense, it's not like something super specific, whereas Inside Jokes was very general one.
No, Inside Jokes was very, but I'm just saying his team should have figured it out.
100%. It's not very difficult, especially now that I understand he hasn't published any Inside Jokes episode in a while, I think, because like he put it on the back burner. But just Kevin being like straight up, yo, I apologize.
But
He handled it. I mean, what else do you want the guy to do? Like at some point, like I'm all about, okay, the mistake happened.
Yeah.
You know, the punishment happens. And then after that,
Straight up.
yeah, that's
And
it.
that creates a connection. That creates a point of contact for Andrew and Kevin. Maybe they weren't.
Oh, maybe there's something going to work on next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe,
Sure,
maybe
for
they
sure.
were. They
because
for
that's
sure
a bit,
know.
it's a bit too much that he had to do a video like I'm really sorry, just like
Yeah, that was a bit much too. But
Kevin is
Kevin
not
overreacted.
stupid.
He did it on purpose.
Kevin is not stupid. Kevin knows that Andrew has a lot of weight online, so he's like, I'm just doing this, and he knew that Andrew would appreciate it.
Okay.
So it's like this could have been done behind the scenes, but he's like, you know what? Let's capitalize on the fact that this is public now, and let's just start milking as much as possible.
That's what he did. Because he knew. He's like, okay, the comedy community is talking about this. This is the shit right now online. Like people care of what's happening. So let's.
And also, he's like, I apologize. By the way, go listen to my unnamed podcast with Jerry Seinfeld. And people are like, oh, I like comedy. I like comedy. Kevin Hart and Seinfeld on the podcast.
No, he's smart. Like, look at me. You guys know me. I love a good gag. I love a good payoff. Like, I love that. So I understand that. He had his opportunity. It's a good payoff for people to be like, okay, he said this, he apologized, but what are they talking about anyway? Let me go check the show out.
Exactly.
So it's worth the payoff. But I too found it suspicious that I feel like the team knew and didn't care. That's what bugs me. The team's like, I don't give a fuck.
We're over this. Like, we're bigger than this. Like, you're Kevin Hart and Seinfeld's your first guest. We're going to be scared of this guy that does YouTube videos.
But I don't like the fact that they did it on purpose. I think that they should have.
It was on purpose?
But not on purpose, like, fuck him. I think it was someone in the board was like, oh, you know what a good name for this is? Inside Jokes. They look it up, like, oh, somebody has Andrew Schultz, and like, fuck this guy. That's what I think happened. That's what bothers me. It's just he should have been like, all right, let's think of another name.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's too much work.
Yeah. Well, that's what the team, what is his name? Conan O'Brien did the same thing with 2 Drink Minimum over the summer.
They changed
we had tweeted. No, they didn't. They did a 2 drink minimum thing. Same, and they wrote it the same way. 2 drink minimum, and it was. Mike had. Mike's like, dude, a simple search would show you, and people.
It exists. It's not even like, oh, we're big, you should know us. It's just
and they're like,
Google.
oh, we're doing a 2 drink minimum show, this and that podcast or whatever the fuck they were doing, and then people were tweeting at them like, yeah, it exists. You know, they were, but then the Team Coco they just ignored everything. Like Mike tweeted this and that. They just.
Did you guys send emails, try to get in touch, or no?
No, I sent some tweets and this and that, and then I go, you know, fuck these people. Like people know, like if like we had it first,
and you can see the stats. You can see that you were there
years before.
Yeah,
they even thought.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 2 drink minimum to me it's just like Inside Jokes. It's not like an original concept that no one. It's not like the French cast. The French cast didn't exist as a word. I made that word up.
Yeah.
But the 2 drink minimum at comedy clubs existed before.
Yeah.
Before us.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
So it's not like we invented that.
But at least you have the courtesy of looking up and making sure as a business, even like if I'm fucking opening a restaurant to making burgers and I'm like, you know what, I'll call my restaurant Wendy's.
No. You have to, dude. You can't be a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Like you have to know. You have to look into that.
What the fuck is Wendy's? You're like,
could you imagine Wendy's and it's just the McDonald's M but upside down?
Same yellow, same.
Yeah, that'd be fucking. Anyways, what's the chat saying? Oh, by the way, your English, they say, is better than my French. So.
Oh shit! Thanks.
Yeah, so you're fine. They go, your English is fucking more than fine.
Can't wait to lick some puss or suck some dicks. Thanks for the compliments.
Yeah, and there's definitely something happening with the YouTube today. I know that sometimes the stream is a little sketchy, guys. It's definitely not your connection. It's 100% the YouTube. It happens like once, twice every fucking year.
It's because of the Latino that's in the room, you know?
Dude, one time,
it's my fault.
we were getting ready to do a show, and it wasn't letting us stream. It was just like, live streaming is down right now. And I was like, what are you talking about? Try to stream, live streaming is down right now. I was like, is this me? And then it was just overall on YouTube, people couldn't live stream. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. So it happens. Yeah.
Shit happens.
Fuck.
God damn. No, Poseidon's career is in rentals. He got a job at not a new place, but a new job at a place in Laval to do it. So, and he doesn't want anything to do with show business. He says it's not for him. He tried, it didn't work out. And he's happy doing that. But he might start live streaming games at some point. So DPoseidon69 on Twitch, twitch.tv or whatever. So you guys can still follow him. Like I said, you don't cancel Poseidon.
He cancels himself.
He cancels himself. Yeah.
He's like, I'm on notice.
Yeah, he puts himself on notice. I've been saying a lot of sketchy shit lately. Fuck me.
He posts his own screenshots of dirty conversations that he's been having.
Can't wait to get fucked.
Yeah, it would be so funny if chicks would actually release some of those because he just says some of the craziest fucking shit.
Fuck.
Like,
You anticipate him getting canceled?
how do you cancel Poseidon? Like now he's no longer a public figure.
Now,
So
but I'm
that's
saying,
fine.
let's say, at this point.
At this point, it doesn't matter. But people try to cancel him where he used to work when he first started doing podcasts with us. It didn't work. It backfired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because then people, oh, look, he's going on Mike Ward's show, the French one, and he's doing 2 drink minimum. And then his bosses saw it and they're like, yo, we fucking, he's on 2 drink minimum. He's Mike Ward. No. It's so cool.
Let's do some promo.
Yeah, so in the beginning they tried, but it didn't work.
Well, you canceled him.
No, you didn't cancel him.
He canceled himself.
He canceled him.
He fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you would have continued to work, even like he's your blood, but not your blood, but like
He's not my blood.
No, but he's
Like,
Greek.
this guy is no
He's
way.
Greek, so you're like Malachi.
He's Greek.
You're my fucking like my cousin. Yeah, I'm not going to let
no,
you
but
down.
you gotta contribute. You gotta do your part. You can't keep
For sure.
sabotaging everything. So
But you think twice,
Blood or
like,
not, you fuck me, you fuck me.
But you think twice, like Emile, bro. He's Lebanese. I'm Lebanese. If he starts to fuck up whatever the issue is, I'm gonna give him more a chance. But like, if it's somebody that is not my origin, I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
you guys like that now.
I love it. It's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here is the best line.
It's
You can use it for anything.
Oh man, it's such a well-rounded, very efficient, it's straight to the point. Like
And you can use it
no
for like,
misunderstandings.
get the fuck out of here. Like you don't believe something or you don't want to
Yeah.
believe it, or to actually get the fuck out of
the fuck
somewhere.
outta
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or like when you know when you
Oh, your
when-
get the fuck out of here was a good one.
That was a good
very
one.
solid one. Just
Yeah.
to review it, just to go over the
That
stats.
was perfect.
I feel like the stance with the hand was something that was very shit.
Amazing.
It's in the eyes. It's in
no, but
the
it
eyes.
was like that, like that.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, it was like bam, bam, bam. You're gonna die. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of the building!
Get the fuck out of here and the building.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just this room.
Crazy.
Not just his room. No, I needed
I was
him to understand.
jerking
Yeah.
off when I saw that. I was like, "This is amazing."
We're more
Wow.
fans of the Italian get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here, but yours was something that
yeah.
was straight to the point.
It was magical. It's gonna go
magical.
down. They already made clips
the
of that. I
eyes,
have
the
clips of
eyes,
it.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I have clips of it. Yeah.
Wow.
People send me various clips. They have it on their phones.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
It was a good one.
There's like another variant of get the fuck out of here. You know when somebody's telling a story and you want to hear more, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
listen, you
give me
can-
more.
Yeah, you
It's
can-
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot. Get the fuck out of here. Good fucking saying.
It's like fucking tofu. You can
Put on
marinate it
t-shirts.
in whatever you want.
Tofu
Yeah.
isn't tofu the fake meat thing?
Tofu
is
is,
soy.
is disgusting, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Tofu is disgusting.
Was it disgusting or good, bro?
It's like it's disgusting, but you're saving like your health, so you're like, it's good, but it's
It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like something Latinos would eat.
no.
Tofu, no, it's very
No.
anti-Arab, anti-Latino.
Yeah,
It's anti-Arab tofu.
That I've never seen. Well, tofu is not. Tofu
Like,
Tofu's
is
an Asian thing, no?
It's an Asian
Tofu
thing, yeah.
doesn't like racist like Latino. No.
I've never
Tofu
seen
only
a
goes Asian.
tofu taco. Well, à la base, that ingredient is Asian.
Is it okay?
From it's processed soybeans,
It's what?
soy
Soy. Okay.
Soy.
that is processed, and it's these cubes. But what I like about it is the fact that you can fucking dip it in Coke. It's gonna taste like Coke. You can
Yeah,
dip it in coffee. It's gonna taste like coffee. So
How does it work? Like whatever you dip it in, it absorbs that
it
taste.
absorbs that. It's like a sponge. So let's say I make tofu often, so I'll have tofu and I'll stir fry it in let's say chili paste. So it's gonna taste like chili. So.
Why don't you just keep the chili paste and get rid of the tofu?
Because there's a
You're
protein.
gonna eat the salsa with the fucking spoon.
Oh, I see what you're
It's like
saying.
You marinate
Yeah.
meat in barbecue sauce, not just drink barbecue
Just
sauce.
take the
You're gonna eat
barbecue. Fuck the wings.
But I'm saying,
the wings.
would you have the meat, the barbecue sauce, and the tofu?
No, I don't eat meat, so tofu replaces meat.
He doesn't eat. He's Lebanese. Like Amir, he's like, no, only hummus.
Just the hummus.
Just
no,
the
yeah.
chickpeas.
Just the chickpeas.
Yeah.
But me too. Me, I'm I eat meat, but like I just started back with meat just because of my daughter. Chicken and salmon. There's no.
That's what I feed my dog.
He just called you a Bobby, bro.
Yeah.
No,
My
but
boo-boo is but she does.
I don't buy my dog food anymore. For a
You
long
feed
time
him.
now.
You feed her raw chicken.
No, not even raw. I did raw for a while. Now I actually go just like everyone at the grocery store. I have my stuff. I buy stuff for her too. Chicken, meat, whatever the fuck it is. Fish,
good.
cook it. Yeah, salmon. She eats the salmon that humans eat.
Yeah.
She eats whatever I eat. She
Like
eats.
And that's
$50 worth of salmon from
Oh,
Costco.
bro, she's she's
That's
eating
all
well.
right.
Huh?
Like
She hasn't complained yet.
no, no, but like, is it bad? Like, is it better to give her dog food or like
Dog food is bad.
Okay,
Regular dog food?
Yeah.
No, you're better off going raw. Dog food is terrible for dogs.
Why? Because it's so
It's
much
garbage.
processed?
It's
super
it's
processed.
it's like okay.
It's super
Yeah,
processed.
It's
it's
like-
like corn pops every day.
Yeah, it's like if your meals of meat were only hot dogs.
Oh no!
It's
no,
all
no.
the worst shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I literally just I started giving her real food.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends. He had one pit bull, then he got a Rottweiler, and he was feeding them raw meat at the beginning, like fucking T-bones, like these fucking $50 steaks. Every day he would chop up. He's like, yo, it was too expensive. At this point, I couldn't. It was costing him like thousands of dollars a month of food.
No, because she's small, right? She
Yeah,
eats,
your dog is
it's
like
like
a
having a kid. I'm spending money on
Yeah.
it as if I had a real human daughter. Let's say.
It's crazy that people are like, no, the steaks is too much. Like, so don't have kids.
But
It's
exactly, that's the
same
thing. That's
Please,
the-
like,
Kids,
don't.
this is a dog. This is a Bobby. Like, fuck
It's a booby.
But that's exactly how I see it too. It's like, no, I want to take care of the fucking dog.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take care of the dog.
Yeah.
So dog's
And then
gonna
he's
get
gonna
good
go
food.
to school. You're gonna learn him piano lessons. It's
Dude,
gonna be crazy.
I've been trying
He's
to
gonna
get my
speak
dog
Greek.
to speak for the longest time. It doesn't work. And
Sit with the
yeah,
dog
I
and
saw
you're
the dog
like,
and I'm thinking, I go,
"Malaka."
what's stopping her from speaking right now? This fucking bitch. Like, what's going on?
She's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, and I'm looking. I go, I know you understand me. And she's like, you know?
His dog is always like this. This is
Yeah, because she had her
constantly.
teeth. She has like 4 teeth left now.
no.
Yeah, because her teeth were rotting. They were punched. They were
She's a lepré. How do
Dude,
you?
no, when I got her, like if you see pictures of when I first got her,
C'est pas leprechaun.
No, leprechaun, that's the lucky
Oh,
charm.
you're
guy.
doing the dog shit.
That's
right
the
now.
lucky charm guy. The,
Okay.
the leprechaun.
yeah, dude.
How do you say a leopard? A leopard. Not
A
leopard.
leopard.
Leper.
Oh, you're talking about like the
Leprosy.
sickness.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
leper.
he's like he's missing pieces.
Yeah, oh, dude. When we first got her, she looked like a giant rat, really, and she was just miserable. We were scared of everything, shaking. I didn't see her play and have fun till I think the 2-year mark since I had her. Yeah.
Why
It took
would you
2
go
years.
for? Why would you go for, let's say, a dog that's so damaged?
He likes victims.
She's not gonna talk shit, bro. That's why. Honestly, it was an accident, and I just went to see the dog, and I felt bad for it. And then the dog was like coming close to me, and it was a weird situation where like the dog liked us, and the woman is like, yeah, the dog's scared of everyone. She's scared of everyone. It's weird that she likes you. And I was like, oh fuck. And they have to find a home that dog's in, or else if they can't find a home, they put them down, you know?
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh fuck, I'm the only home like that the dog likes. Like I don't want to put this dog down. And then
Let's
I
buy
was-
some salmon.
Yeah, and then when she's like, "Oh, you got approved or whatever," it was pretty quick. Yeah, like because I don't have like you have to check, make sure that you don't have you have an abused dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they check with your ID, but they check. And then I was like, "Fuck!" I felt terrible. Like I was like, I can't let them kill this dog. And now, like I fell in love with the dog. I can't imagine a life without this dog.
Is it free to adopt a dog?
No, you pay something, but Mia wasn't expensive because she was special needs. She has heart problems. She was traumatized, PTSD, all that shit. So it was very cheap. But even a regular, it's like $100-$200 some shit.
For an adopted dog.
For an
no
adopted
other
dog,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
For a rescue. Me, I think mine was like $75, $50, $75. It wasn't expensive.
Holy shit!
That's a
it's
good
like-
deal.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it wasn't expensive. But even if it was $500, I would have given it for this dog. I did not. After I met her, I felt so terrible about like what she had been through. I couldn't let them put her down. Like this dog never lived. Bro, it was 7 years in the closet taking beatings. Like it was the government that took her out of the home she was in. Like
How
I
the fuck
guess
does
someone.
that work though? How do you realize that a dog? Maybe someone called that on them.
I have no idea because what I asked for all kinds of info. I asked for who the fuck beat her up. She goes, they don't give us that info because people like you ask. She goes, all we know is that it was saved from a bad situation from the government, and then they're given. That's all we know. She goes, so I don't have any info on who the people were, none of that shit, because guys apparently asked to get revenge.
For sure.
So
For just
It's
for the sake-
disgusting beating someone that can't can't communicate. Like it's.
Oh, dude, and
if
it's
you
the
wanna get
sweetest
with-
dog.
If you want to get in the fist fight, get in the fist fight to the Rottweiler. If you want to beat dogs,
Yeah.
beat a Rottweiler.
So I could beat you up.
I'd be okay. Just like, but with a Rottweiler that you didn't breed, in the sense that like you meet a Rottweiler in the street, throw hands if you want.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're fighting
have
a
chance.
Doberman and you win. You're like, bro, it's good. It's
It's
okay.
a good
like,
job.
But
these little dogs,
fair
that's-
fight.
Oh, and she's not like a mean dog. You know the dog. She's like a very.
Even if she
Even
was,
if she was,
big,
she's
bro,
this big.
She's 3 inches big. Like, it makes no sense.
It's
Yeah.
been how many years you have it?
The dog now, 5 years, I think.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, 5 years. Okay, I thought it was a bit less.
No, maybe 4 years. How long has it been? When did I get the dog? 2017, I think. 2017, I think I got the dog. Oh no, so like 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
you think how long can you keep her before she
What
goes?
the fuck kind of question is that, bro?
No, but like
As long as
does
she
it-
lived, well, that's why I'm taking care of her, so she could live a long
Longer.
fucking life. Yeah.
No, but usually those type of dogs they live like 10,
Expectancy is
15
like 20
years.
years?
20, yeah, what's the expectancy? I'm like,
Oh, the expectancy, I don't know, 15, 20
zero,
years.
Zero empathy. I'm
Yeah.
like, when it's going
Yeah,
out.
I don't want to think about that shit. But yeah, so the dog was, well, dude, I'm telling you, it was like the most miserable thing, bro. She was scared of everything.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything with her. She wasn't a dog that you could just take her out a bit. She was scared of everything. A car would pass by, she'd go on on the ground and just shake. She thought everything was gonna hurt her. You go next to her, she was scared. She wasn't like, now she's playful. She has fun. She runs around. She chases me. She has parties. She didn't do any of that shit before. She was just scared of everything. She would just sit in a corner and be like, okay, I hope they don't beat me today. Like that's what she was when I got her. Even stairs, she couldn't go up and down stairs. She was terrified because I guess they would kick her downstairs and shit like that. So every time she'd stairs, she would fucking have a heart attack. She would panic, and I would always feel bad for her. I was like, fuck, she has a heart problem, and now she's panicking. So I was always trying not to make her panic, you know.
Yeah.
So I would always be with her, and it was very, very hard in the beginning. And then after, I remember I thought she had a problem. I swear to God, I thought the dog was having a heart attack. The first time she was playing, I thought she had a problem because she was
The way
looking at
she
me.
reacts,
She was like. She was acting like that, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like I thought she had a breathing problem,
Yeah.
but she was trying to she was just playing around, trying to get me to go to her.
Okay.
I didn't know what she was doing. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then I realized she started to get playful. But this was over a year, almost 2 years in. Like it took to start getting playful and to open up, dude. It's a
you
lot of
didn't
work.
give up. That's nice.
No. As soon as I got her, I committed. I made
It's
a
huge
commitment.
by the way, dog.
That's the thing. I made a commitment, to protect this dog, to care for this dog. That's it. Now I signed. I've committed. You have to take care of it. You can't go backseas on a living creature.
Is she like this with your fiance?
Oh, dude, now she's in love with everyone. Like she's with everyone. She's good. My mom babysits her, so I bring her to my mom's when I'm working the day that I'm doing all this shit. I don't want her to be alone because she has separation anxiety.
Okay.
And now they're best friends. They sit there, they eat, they watch fucking Judge Judy, and yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. I went last year or 2 years ago to have a meeting at his house. So we're in his office and the dog was in the living room and we're just working and all you hear is like. And then you just see the dog. There was like maybe 1 centimeter through the door, and you just see his dog with her mouth open, like this, just staring. And she pushes the door with her head, and she literally clamps on his leg, and Jason's just like, "Come here, you fucking retard!" And then he's holding her, so we're like, "Yeah, we're gonna book this venue, then we're gonna do this," and
That's
it's just
perfect.
the dog just like sitting there staring. At
Yeah,
her.
she's just happy. She's like, I'm in the conversation.
Yeah.
She's just, but dude, if I didn't try, if I didn't keep her, you would have never known that she could be like. Now she's like a dog. She has fun, she plays, but it took forever to get her. And she was like this, so thin. They weren't feeding her. She was malnourished too. Now
She doesn't want to
now
eat.
she's fat, bro. She has a belly. She's hanging around. But
Smoking cigars.
smoking cigars. But next thing she's gonna start drinking. She's like, now she's playful. And the thing is, she
scotch.
couldn't jump. In the beginning, they told me, "Oh, she can't run too much. She has because she has hip problems. She's a dog, whatever. She can't jump. None of that, bro. Now she's like a fucking cat, bro. She could jump. Like I get her stuff like pills for her joints. Like I give her vitamins. Like I'm trying my best to prolong her life so
Yeah,
she
it's
lives a
crazy.
bit. Because dude, think about 7 years, just abuse, getting locked up, this and that. It's fucking. And then now a human being, you did it to a human being their whole life. They would never have empathy after. They'd hate everyone. They'd be scared. This dog, it took a little while now. She loves everyone.
It took 2 years.
Nothing is more forgiving or loving than a dog, bro. Impossible. I can't. If it was her, if I was in her shoes and I experienced that, I can't tell you that I'd be nice like that. I'd be a fucking
course
asshole.
not.
That would,
fucking,
yeah, I
uh,
mean, yeah.
The Punisher. This is what you fucking become.
I think because we have this rationality, because animals don't have that.
Like, this impulse
that's
is
why-
not there to protect maybe anymore. Like in the sense of like a dog becomes very aggressive because they're still holding on to stuff.
Yeah.
But it's more like their experience because of not intuition, but
Okay, yeah.
how the fuck do you say that word?
Say it in French.
Même en français, le mot m'échappe.
C'est inné?
Pas
Instinct?
inné, mais t'as ton instinct, exactly.
Ah,
Instinct.
instinct,
that's
yeah.
the,
It's like instinctual.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Best fucking dog. Anyways, gentlemen, since we're coming to a close here, bam. let the people know where they're going to find you guys. By the way, I have a link in the description because I knew you were coming to your link tree, which has sans commentaire and all that. But we got to get Jacob's links up there. Jacob, where are they going to find you online?
Instagram, Facebook, don't go. YouTube channel, sans commentaire. And I'm on Twitter. I have good posts. Come, Jacob Aspian. Yeah, everywhere.
Jacob Obspian and Mr. Emile, where do you want them to follow you? Anywhere in that link tree?
At Emile Coury on Instagram, at Emile Coury Live. And guys, if you like our appearances here on Pantelis, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Sans commentaire on YouTube. This is where we will be posting our sketches, our new podcasts in French, and hopefully eventually some action in English.
Some action. And they're going to start. They're going to start their English. I'm going to push them to do it. Head over to patreon.com/Pantelis for exclusive podcast. This week is going to be probably one of the most entertaining podcasting weeks in our extended universe. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 2 drink minimum. I believe we're going to be sending out a feeler asking people to send in videos if they want to take part and be a new third mic on the show.
Oh, shit.
So we're going to hold open auditions. So thank you guys for checking us out and go fuck yourselves.